Welcome to the Creative Differences Podcast. My name is Gabby.
I'm Colin.
I'm Dallas.
Hey guys, it's Demi.
And today we are talking about the D23 Expo, and we're going to recap and give you some news and our opinions, obviously.
So much news.
Hella news.
More
God.
news than I anticipated.
They were just saving it for this.
I mean, it makes sense.
Also, that's why they do this every other year and not every year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's true,
it's
yeah.
not
Oh.
every year.
D23 is only every 2 years.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I never
That's why
knew.
everyone loses their mind.
That makes sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I had a friend who was like, I'll be back in 2 years. And I was like, why would you skip a year? But then, no, that makes sense.
They
Because you have
skip
to.
a year.
They skip a year.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like me when Star Wars Celebration tickets went on sale. I just had to immediately be like, I'm buying them no matter what my bank account looks like because they're going to be in Anaheim and Star Wars Celebration changes location every year.
Oh, it's one of those.
So I didn't know if I was going to be able to, when the next time I'd ever be able to go to Star Wars Celebration was. Had to do it. So it's one of those things like...
Did it already sell out?
I wanted a full weekend pass, and they were sold out by the time I tried to buy tickets later on that day. So, but it's cool.
Yeah.
I bought 2 single day passes for like Friday and Saturday, which is fine.
All right.
But anyway, that's not what this is about. This is about D23 Expo.
Yep,
And all the stuff
and-
they released.
Yep. We're going to start talking about the Disney Plus streaming site.
So excited.
Basically, Disney is about to try to put everybody out of business. They think. I don't really think that's what's going to happen.
I mean, it's not what's gonna happen, but they're going for the takeover.
They're trying to be the number one, and I get it. And we'll see how user friendly their
They're already
their
the number
website
one
is.
theatrically, so
No, I meant like use streaming wise.
Yeah.
shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah. Well, and my main concern with streaming sites, because I have so many of them, is how user friendly they are and how
Theirs
easy it is
looks
to
like-
find things.
Theirs
So
looks
we'll
like
see.
Netflix, but
Oh.
Disney.
Okay, so
I mean,
it's
that makes
probably going to
sense.
be easier. Basic info is their international rollout for Disney Plus starts in US, Canada, and the Netherlands on November 12th. And it'll expand to Australia and New Zealand November 19th. You can have up to 7 profiles on one account.
And I believe it's, what, $12.99 per month?
It's $12.99 if you get the bundle with ESPN and Hulu.
But
Oh.
it's commercial Hulu, though.
It's only $7 a month if you're only getting Disney Plus.
Ah,
If
okay.
you- $7.99?
Yo,
No,
Or
I think it's
$6.99.
$6.99,
Oh, cool. 7.
It's like $1 per account.
Yeah, basically.
which is why I'm
That's
getting
why
it.
a lot of people are going to get it.
Yo, I'll send you $1 a month. Like,
Right
Yo,
now,
for real, we could piece up.
right now, they're thinking that a bunch of people are going to like cancel a streaming site, and honestly, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think what people are going to do is if they have an add-on to a streaming site, they're going to cancel that and do Disney Plus instead. Because Disney Plus is $7. That's usually the cost of an add-on on Hulu. That's like what Stars costs you to add on Hulu.
It's so, like, when they announced the price of it, I was like, it's so cheap. Like, yeah, I can do $7. This was before I had a job, too. I was like, I can do $7 a month.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
easy.
literally
Even without a job.
everybody can. That's why they're
I
doing
mean,
it.
the problem
I mean,
with that
that's-
is that it's $7 a month on top of the however much a month you pay for Hulu, on top of however much a month you pay for Netflix, on top of yada, yada,
Luckily
yada,
for me
yada.
and my
I mean,
parents
that's why
pay for Netflix.
pirating is coming back, because
Yeah.
everybody's trying to have their own streaming site, and so
Let's
the
get on
pirates
the high
have dusted off
seas.
they've dusted off their pirate hats.
The
and,
cyber high seas,
Yep.
Yeah.
cyber seas.
Like, there's a reason why.
I'm excited,
it's
though.
on the
Like,
rise.
it's going to be so much content, and I just love Disney stuff in general. I know, evil corporation, whatever. They own my soul and everything that I've loved since childhood.
Like I
So,
said
Yo,
to
same.
Kayla the other day, I'm a cog in their machine.
I'm okay with. I'm semi
In their
okay with
giant
this.
machine.
I feel a little bad about it, but like
Oh, I definitely do, but they play me like a fiddle.
I only get so much enjoyment out of my life. So
Goodness gracious.
Same.
Listen, We only have so many years to live.
Before the world explodes and blows up.
This guy just took a turn. We're just talking about some movies. And TV.
If Disney wants to bring me joy, then fine, bring
Oh,
me
yeah.
joy.
I'm first in line for the Disney movies, Pixar, all that. I'm with it.
We always are.
Marvel,
Yeah,
like-
every single time.
I come to terms with it.
So let's get into what they're bringing to the Disney Plus content.
Yes, they are bringing back Lizzie McGuire. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a
We
big.
know what I'm excited about.
What was crazy was it was supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be like a surprise reveal at D23, and literally 2 or 3 minutes before the panel started, the news released out into the web.
Oh.
And so everybody was like, Lizzie McGuire, wait, are they going to do a thing about Lizzie McGuire? And then Hillary Duff came out on stage.
Wow.
Well, all right
that
then.
was dumb.
So
That
like, I don't
person
know.
got fired.
I don't know who leaked that, but
Someone
like,
got fired.
I don't know if I'm excited about it because I was never a Lizzie McGuire fan.
Oh, I am excited.
A lot of people are, and I was never a Lizzie McGuire fan. It never. I liked the episodes that I saw, but the show as a whole, it never really appealed to me. Probably because I wasn't a Hilary Duff fan as a kid.
I related
loved the movie,
so
though.
hard to that show.
I loved the movie,
The movie was delightful.
and as I've grown older, I've come to become a fan of Hilary Duff. So I don't know. I'll probably check out a couple episodes because
I'm excited.
I just want to see what it's about. Want to see where they're gonna go with it.
Colin, you were the kid who didn't watch Disney Channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't
I
on
mean-
purpose or because you didn't have cable?
On purpose. I had other things I was watching.
Fair.
Yeah, that's a fair question.
Also,
I
like,
know a lot
not
of kids
on
didn't grow up
purpose.
with
I
it.
didn't, like, avoid it. It's just
He was like, Disney,
I was watching other things.
Gotta
That's
skip channel
fair.
25 and go to 26.
For us, it was channel 34, 32.
I know that switched a lot once you switched everything.
Yeah. Mhm.
I didn't really rock with Lizzie McGuire like that.
But you were also a boy, and it was definitely marketed towards girls.
I've seen it. I just didn't
This
care.
is exactly why
Exactly.
Disney Channel created Disney XD.
Yeah,
because
for the
they
boys.
realized all of the Disney Channel shows were geared towards the
Or
girl demographic.
Low key, yeah.
Were they?
Yeah, that's
They
why
kind of were.
They were all
a lot
geared
of
towards girls.
I think I don't
But,
think they were
yeah,
geared towards
I think-
girls. I think they realized most of their audience on that channel was girls,
And they did have
Yeah.
a lot
and
of
so
like,
they decided to do a more male
female protagonists. Proud Family, Kim Possible.
Yeah,
That's a Raven.
That's a Raven,
But I
Lizzie
rock with
McGuire.
all those shows.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I think Lizzie might have been the outlier because I didn't care who the lead
I
was.
feel like all the ones that you just named were very not white centric.
Well, no, Kim Possible was super white.
You're
Oh,
right.
yeah,
Kim,
that's true.
Kim Possible had a black
That was
best
like-
friend though.
But she was
Barely.
barely there.
That was like
I miss
all
Monique.
American apple pie, white picket fence, white Kim Possible. But like I was definitely rocking more with Proud Family.
You know, but Kim Possible also makes sense for you though because it's got that comic book action feel
Yeah.
to it. Lizzie
Yeah,
McGuire
yeah.
didn't have. I mean,
She
no.
goes
Nah.
Nah.
Yeah, she goes.
awesome.
She's gangster. She's bad.
She was.
She goes stay bad.
Yeah.
But all right, that's anything else to say
I'm
about Lizzie?
excited because she was really girly.
So Lizzie is
And I
still the
was-
protagonist? Is she like a
Yeah,
daughter or
She's,
something?
yeah, it's gonna take place in New York. She's supposed to be in her 30s.
30s.
It's supposed to be like her dealing with life now.
in her 30s. So
Okay.
it's basically like her show that she has now, but she's going to be Lizzie McGuire, and there
Which is-
probably will be a cartoon.
Which is
involved.
weird, yeah. I was like, you have
It's
a
kind of
whole
like
TV
Younger.
show that's
But
6
Lizzie
seasons
McGuire
in.
had the like. Is Younger really 6 seasons in?
The only reason I know it's 6 seasons in is because Charles Michael Davis is on it, and I love Charles Michael Davis.
Holy
I don't watch
moly.
that show, but I know he's
I
on
should
it, and I
see
follow
that
him
show
on Instagram.
because it had Homegirl from Bunheads in it, and I really like her.
Yeah, they're 6 seasons in, and the only reason people don't know that is because it's like on TV Land or
yeah,
something.
it's on TV Land,
Yeah,
which
so
is
one of those-
super
What?
random. Yeah,
Exactly.
but
TV
it
Land
does
with, like,
well.
old people used to watch when we were
Yes.
growing up.
Yeah.
They used
And
to show
now
like
they
all
have
the
Like black and white movies.
But to be
and-
fair,
yeah.
True TV was also one of those shows that had a very specific thing, and then they started doing the original programming, and now
Yeah.
it's completely different from what it once was. Like,
TV Land. I didn't know that was still a thing.
no,
Right?
it definitely
That's
is.
where you go to watch Golden Girls.
That's the thing. Like, I
but
thought,
not anymore. Now you go to watch Younger.
I thought all of TV Land's audience died, and then
Yeah.
they just like stopped.
That's why they started changing their programming.
Like, oh, all our viewers are dead. What are their kids
Oh,
watching?
I guess we're gonna change
McGuire.
it. Lizzie McGuire.
So, yeah.
Let's put her in a show.
oh my
I
goodness.
feel it.
Anyway, so besides Lizzie McGuire, they're going to have the live action Lady and the Tramp through Disney Plus.
And they released a trailer.
They did, and
they
it was
released the
cute
poster.
AF.
The trailer was super cute, and they used actual dogs, and the dogs are rescue dogs.
Oh
who
my
were, like
God,
adopted
yes.
on set and
That's
stuff.
adorable.
See, this is why I'm a cog in the Disney machine.
Like, and they brought the dogs to D23, and they
See?
were so cute.
See?
That's pretty great.
That's why.
But also the trailer's just super adorable. Like, I know a lot of people are sick of like live action Disney remakes. Whatever, I'm not one of those people.
Me too.
So, I mean, I
Sick
don't
of it.
have an issue with them inherently. I have an issue with like the lack
See,
of
most
creativity
people
it
don't
takes
like them
Yes.
because
Adapt
they
it?
don't like them inherently.
Yeah, I just like.
I just feel like it's
If
a
I
cash
like the
grab.
movie they're making,
and Disney,
I'll
I thought
see
you
it
were better
again.
than this, but I guess not.
Why did you think
No,
they
I
were better than
didn't.
this?
I know they like to milk things till they bleed.
Anyway, but this one looks super cute,
Yikes.
and Tessa Thompson is
beautiful
playing
image.
the voice of Lady, and it's got
Oh.
Kiersey Clemens in it, and I love.
Oh,
saw her.
I love her.
Like I like. And
Who's
Janelle-
playing the Tramp?
Justin Theroux.
Yes, him.
Oh, okay.
And Janelle Monáe is gonna sing "He's a Tramp." I'm not gonna resist that.
That's gonna be great. I love that.
I just
song.
like.
That's the best
I don't.
song
I
in most Disney movies.
I
don't
don't.
even know
I
that song.
feel like
It's great.
Really,
watching real dogs try to do the spaghetti thing is just gonna be upsetting.
that's if they do it.
They are gonna do. It's in the trailer.
It's not in the trailer.
Yes, it is.
They don't go all the way.
They
through
don't
it,
go all the
though.
way, but you
But
know
they're gonna
do it.
do it.
That's like the most famous image from that movie that I don't remember anything about
Which they
at all
didn't even use
except
in
the
the poster.
spaghetti thing.
I mean, they're at the restaurant in the poster.
Okay, so that
they're not doing the spaghetti like string thing.
we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
How long is Lady in the Tramp? What, like
It's
80
like
minutes?
probably,
Old Disney
yeah.
movie?
Probably super short.
The thing is, I watch dog videos on Facebook nonstop. I will not watch an hour and a half dog video. So like,
I
he's
will.
describing like the spaghetti thing. That sounds adorable to see for like, you know, the length of a vine. But like, I'm not trying to watch an hour and a half. of
I'm
it.
here to support the rescue dogs.
I love
sir.
rescue dogs. I'll go
Look.
adopt one when I get money in a house.
As long as I don't have to get out of my house to see this movie, I'll
don't.
see it. And I won't have to. I don't have to leave my house.
It's like you absolutely don't have
I
to.
can watch it from the comfort of my bed.
This is also one of those Disney movies where I feel like it's enough of a not classic that you can get away with it.
I feel like this
Like it's
movie
a classic
is
Disney movie, but it's not like Aladdin.
Yeah,
not
it's
like
not
The
one of
Lion
those.
King or Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel
And
like this
see-
isn't. Sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you go.
Feels like this isn't one of the ones that like, you know, if I'm a parent, I'm not rushing to show my kid Lady and the Tramp. I'm going for like Lion King first. Or,
Yeah.
You know, so this is one like, yeah, if the live action one comes out, sure, they can watch that one. Like, it's whatever. Like, if you don't have the old one, you're not going to be like rushing to find that one to show them the original or whatever. You could just show them this one and be fine.
Yeah, I think this is a smart choice on Disney's part to make a live action but release it through their streaming service. I think also to gauge how many people are going to actually watch movies on their streaming service that are brand new. And also they probably did like some sort of like market research where they were like, would you go and watch Lady and the Tramp like in theaters, or would you rather watch it at home? And people were probably like, would you watch this in theaters? No. Would you watch it if it was at your house? And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah. And then they were like, okay, we'll put this on the streaming site. Which I hope that's how they start choosing the way they release movies, is like if they do it in a big audience, it's like, would you spend money for this or would you just watch it at home? And then that's how they filter what they put out and what they don't.
One last thing I do want to say about the film, though, I'm really happy that they went the let's get actual dogs route instead of like CGIing
Ooh, yeah.
every dog in the movie in a Lion King Jungle Book sort of fashion.
Yeah.
Like, here, let's get actual dogs to do some acting.
Dogs are adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dogs are
Or
adorable.
like back in the day, like how they used to.
Yeah, it reminded me of like the Homeward Bound movies and stuff like that.
Yep. And now one of the original movies that Disney is another original movie that Disney is releasing through Disney Plus is called Noelle, and it's Anna Kendrick, Bill Hader, and Billy Eichner, and it looks adorable, and I cannot wait.
It does look really adorable.
It looks like one of those Hallmark Christmas movies, but higher budget.
I was like, Christmas is going to be dope this year because we're going to have Last
is.
Christmas and we're going to have Noel.
Yes. And I can already tell how this movie's going to end.
I'm okay with
but
that.
I'm cool with it. It looks adorable. I can tell how every Hallmark movie is going to end. And you know what? I still have a great time watching them.
Oh, my Lord. I don't typically, but you know.
Last year it was me, Kayla, my housemate, and another one of our friends. And we watched Hallmark movies for like 6 hours. It was amazing.
That's what my mom does, but she already started in July and just, it's a lie.
yes.
What?
Dang.
No, they have, Hallmark has Christmas in July.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Hallmark also has like a streaming service that you can purchase, and they have all their Christmas movies on it.
Although they do have a couple of Christmas movies that I really like. I'm guilty.
There's a great. We're gonna get off topic, and you can cut this if you want. But Freeform had a really great Christmas movie last year called No Sleep Till Christmas, and it was
Charles Michael Davis
amazing.
is in that one.
It was amazing.
My-
He's delightful. If
He
that's who
is-
you think who it is,
It's the one with he's the black guy with the really nice voice.
I'm gonna Google his face.
He's very pretty. But yeah, I'm excited about Noelle. I think it looks really cute, really fun. Just like, fun little harmless Christmas comedy. And I love Anna Kendrick.
Yep, and Bill Hader is one of my favorite actors on this planet. Charles Michael Davis is very attractive.
For those who don't know, Noelle is supposed to follow Santa Claus's daughter, Noelle, as she goes to find her brother, Nick Jr., because he has left and he's supposed to come back to take over his father's position.
Yep,
Nick
it
Jr.
is adorable. Nick Jr.
you
So,
got
oh my God,
some
they
nerve.
brought back Blue's Clues. Did you guys know that? I didn't know
Yeah.
that, and I wish I did earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Joe and Steve guest starred.
Guest
It was
star, yeah.
amazing. Okay.
I was about to say Steve. Anna
Jesus.
Kendrick plays Noelle. Bill Hader plays Nick Jr. And I think Billy Eichner is playing somebody who is helping Noelle along the journey.
Yeah, he works in like the tech department or
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
He works in the tech.
And
I
there's
think he also plays a sibling.
Need to close this.
I don't know.
I think he's like a cousin or a sibling or something.
Holland,
Dallas.
how you feel about it? Did you watch the trailer for Noelle?
Yeah, I
You
did.
like it? You got thoughts?
It was fine. It feels like exactly the type of thing that Disney Plus is for. Like, I do not think people would make an effort to go see this in a theater, but like,
If it was
it is
on.
in your house. You might as well watch it. Sure, I'm sure a lot of people will check it out. I probably won't because I don't really.
I mean, that's how Netflix
Not my
makes
thing,
their,
but
their living.
like,
So.
you know, it's cool. It's good that it exists.
I feel it. I'm somewhere around there. I love Bill Hader. I like Billy Eichner now after Lion King came out.
Of course.
And
I can't believe you didn't like him before.
He thought he was obnoxious before, and I think most people
He
did.
is obnoxious.
Like
I
he's
love
made a
him.
career out of being obnoxious.
I know,
Most-
but
most
it's
of
a
his characters.
character. I love him.
I don't think a lot of people know that that's a character. I thought
Yeah,
that
it's
was
like-
him.
I just figured,
No.
like, you know, they pay you to be loud and obnoxious because you're good at it, but that's fine. And yeah, Anna Kendrick is cool. She's cute and white. Got that Disney brand.
She also has a cute little white reindeer in the
Oh my god, her
Oh,
whole
yeah.
vibe is adorable. I'm used to her being kind of like sarcastic and small, but ever since Trolls, she's really been just like gone deep into the adorableness, and I respect it.
It's funny because Anna Kendrick is an elf, but she is not an elf in this movie. So like, it's fitting, but also not fitting.
Shout
Okay.
out to the elves.
We should move on to the next thing.
Another thing that Disney Plus is doing is they are doing a reality show, and it's called High School Musical, the musical, the
That
series.
is not a
Definitely not a
that's not a
reality
reality
show.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is it a documentary?
no.
What is it?
It is a
then?
TV series. In
It's
which,
High School Musical, the musical, the series, Gabby.
Which,
It
first
kinda
off, I
says it
hate
in the
that title,
Oh,
but
it's
I-
awful.
No, I
But
thought
I
it was.
understand-
I thought it was just about a high
No.
school
No. That's
putting
the,
on High School Musical
that's the premise of the show. Yes.
at the high school where High School Musical was filmed.
No, because
it's
the
really meta.
No, because the high school in the show is East High, and that is not the name of the high school where they filmed that.
Take a shot every time someone says high school.
Fuck. Never mind. So
it is
correct
not, it
me.
is not a reality show. It is.
Oh,
it is
then I
in-
completely misunderstood.
It is
this.
indeed a fictional TV series in which the high school that High School Musical takes place in is putting on a show of High School Musical. Yeah,
That's way too much.
it's so meta. And
I
it was,
don't like that.
And it was funny because I looked at the title and I was like, I hate this title. It's so long and it's got too many colons. And then I watched the trailer and I was like, but it makes sense why this is now the title because you're not doing High School Musical, the series. It is High School Musical, the musical, and it is a series about doing High School Musical
That's so
as a
dumb.
musical.
No.
High school, high school, high school.
Oh god.
No, I just want to say, I was a huge High School Musical fan growing up.
I was
Really? I had no
not.
idea.
Listen, High School Musical is probably the reason I get really defensive about the things that I love because people used to trash
Clown you really hard
Yeah,
over it.
because I like High School Musical.
I think I was one of those people.
So I used to get really, that's when I started getting defensive about the things that I love. Let people like things, guys. Jeez. High School
Some nerve,
Musical.
Gabby.
High School Musical.
I needed something.
As big of a Twilight fan as you were. For you to go ahead and
but I
clown
wasn't
to
the
me.
only one that was into Twilight. Okay, and also Demi was also into Twilight.
The point is,
Also, I eventually saw that Twilight was a little
We
bit
all did.
problematic.
the point is, I really liked High School Musical. This show, I can acknowledge, is definitely not for me. I will probably watch the first couple episodes just because I am curious as to what they are doing with the High School Musical franchise. But other than that, I probably won't get too far.
I think High School Musical was the first thing that I ironically liked. I learned the songs because I thought this thing was ridiculous, and because one of my other friends and I would like shout the songs at each other across from band, but like I didn't actually like it or think it was good.
You're one of those people.
I was
Oh,
like
God.
really ironically into High School
Listen,
Musical.
it was cheesy, good fun on Disney Channel.
I did acknowledge that it was like it's a good movie.
And it came out when we were 13, so like it was
See,
literally
at that point
geared
in
for my
time,
age range.
I thought
Yeah.
I was too old for it at 13, which now that
At
I'm thinking about it, I was
13?
like, why did I ever think that?
You weren't even in high school yet. How did you
We
think you
were,
were
we were
too
in the 8th grade. I was like, I'm in 8th grade. I'm too cool for High School Musical.
It was- like, it
the
came out-
prime demographic.
It came out when we were 13. I had no expectation that there was going to be a sequel. I was 13, about to go into high school, and here's a musical about high school. Like,
Yeah.
it was for our age range. I enjoyed it. I had fun. And I continued watching those movies all the way until high school when the final movie came out in theaters.
I have not seen that movie. I saw the second one and I was like, Bet on It came on and I was like, this is terrible. I'm turning this off. And then Tyler sang, what time is it at me for all summer? And I learned what time is it.
I used to sing "What Time Is It" like all the time.
we used to do the hand signals.
Fun story. I went to Disneyland the year that they did the Christmas parade where they had the cast of High School Musical perform.
Damn, that was some clout that they used to be able to pull on these kids.
And it was so great because I was standing in the audience and it got real quiet in the audience and I just screamed, "I love you, Corbin Blue!" And he looked directly at me and waved at me.
Oh my God.
But yeah, High School Musical, the series. High School Musical, the musical, the series.
It's so dumb, I hate it.
They started off the D23 panel, though, with the cast singing.
You told
We're all
me
in this
that.
together. And
The cast of High School Musical, the musical, the series?
Yes.
Yes.
And apparently it was a really good performance. So
Oh God.
I mean, I would hope so.
I hate them
like,
for
if you're
this.
going to cast the children, you better make sure they can sing.
It's Disney. You know they can sing.
Oh yeah, it's
No,
just a
Not always.
formality.
that's just it.
It's
No,
just-
we don't.
It's just a
Emma
formality.
Watson exists.
Emma Watson does
Oh,
exist.
they auto-tuned her.
Yeah, that was weird.
Don't
You know
play.
what? She had the Harry
Don't
Potter fan poll, though. They made an exception. And also, they were like,
It
auto-tune.
was weird that they made that exception. You know, even the janitors.
It was
It's just a
I think
formality.
they initially wanted her to play Cinderella, which I'm glad that they went with Lily James.
Yes,
instead.
Lily James is better.
But yeah, I didn't need Emma Watson non-singing in Beauty and the Beast. That's not the point. The next show.
The next thing that's going to be released, or one of the things that's going to be released on Disney Plus, is The World According to Jeff Goldblum, which I will be watching
What?
simply because I'm one of those thirsty bitches.
I
for
don't
Jeff
get,
Goldblum.
first of all, why people
I
are
don't
thirsting
know
over
either.
Jeff Goldblum all of a sudden.
Because he's very attractive.
No, this isn't all of a sudden.
No,
it's been always.
we've always felt this way about Jeff Goldblum
It has been
ever
always.
since Jurassic
No,
Park.
see, no, I don't think that's true. I think people felt it about Jurassic Park Jeff Goldblum and then didn't feel it after that, and now he's come back and then remembering how they felt about Jurassic Park Jeff Goldblum.
I am
Like,
attracted
in the interim,
to
were you paying attention
Thor.
to what he did?
Time out.
No, because he
I'm
was
saying
gone.
between Jurassic Park
He
and
was
Thor,
gone.
was he even in your
But
thoughts?
you know
Colin.
what?
What up?
I'm attracted
Are you
to that
suggesting
man.
this is nostalgia-based thirst?
Yes, partially.
That's a new one.
That's a new one. I like that.
Nostalgia based.
Look,
thirst.
I'm
What a
into Jeff
concept.
Goldblum. He dresses well. He really likes it when people call him Zaddy. Like, I'm into it.
And if there's anyone who would be the poster woman
child.
for nostalgia-based thirst,
Shut up, Dallas.
of course it's Gabby. This new evolved version of
I hate
thirst.
you.
And Gabby has to
That's
be the
not why I'm
pioneer.
into Jeff
Anyway,
Goldblum.
the point
I don't
of
know.
the show is that Jeff Goldblum is literally
yeah.
just gonna go around the world and check out different.
He's gonna look at stuff and
yeah,
do
he's
stuff. Talk
different
about it.
subjects and talk about
so it's like a reality
It's a travel
show.
show.
That's a travel show
It is-
with Jeff
yeah.
Goldblum.
Yeah.
That sounds like my cup of tea.
Yeah,
I will watch it.
Have you seen the trailer?
No.
So I watched the trailer today,
I
and
love
like they're just completely leaning into Jeff Goldblum is a strange old man. And
Yes.
people love him for it. There's a part where he's in the tattoo parlor.
That's the one I want to
Yes.
watch.
Yes.
He's like holding the needle, and he's like, "Whoa, it's vibrating. Is it gonna do that the whole time?" And they're like, "Yes." And he's
It's a
like, "I
tattoo
like
needle.
that."
Yes.
And I'm like, "Yo, what?"
But literally,
Oh my god,
yeah,
I would
he's-
probably screamed at my phone. Thank God I didn't watch it.
There's an episode where he talks about shoes, like.
Oh, he's really into shoes.
Like literally, I'm just like he's just gonna talk about random stuff, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be Jeff Goldblum. And I love that in the trailer, he's like, "We're not coming at you from any professional.
Yeah.
We're not trying to give you any like educational information about the stuff. I'm literally just gonna go around and learn stuff.
He's
about
like
random things."
Huell-Hauser. He's Huell-Hausering it. Yes.
He's this generation's
I
Hauser.
love
Who?
Huell-Hauser. I will show you later. He
Yeah.
is amazing.
I also don't know who this person
Okay,
is.
so let me explain really quickly. He was a dude that had a cable access show that was all about California, and he would have one camera guy. He would walk into some sort of California landmark type situation and ask questions. But the thing about Huell is he was genuinely really excited about everything that he was learning about, whether it was a random lady's dollhouse museum in the middle of nowhere, or a national park, or a reservoir. Like, he was out here to show you California, and he was really excited, and his show was exactly 28 minutes long, and he could, like...
Okay.
And he
Fun
had it
fact.
down so well that one time, I guess, they randomly decided to go into just a woman's museum. They walked in and said, "Hi, I'm Huell-Hauser. Can I film here for my show? Can you give me a tour?" And they were like, "Fine." And they went straight through. He asked all the questions. He did everything. He was like, "Well, that's about 28 minutes." He had it like in his head, and they didn't even have to cut or edit.
That's amazing.
He's amazing. Rest in peace, Huell.
The only reason I know who that man is because Dumbfounded has a song called Huell-Hauser.
Yes.
The first line is "Rest in peace, Huell-Hauser,"
Oh, rest in peace.
and he just talks about how this dude put so much of LA on the map.
Not just LA, like all of California, and like random little bits of like California that you would never think to visit.
That sounds like what Jeff Goldblum's gonna do, except all over
the world.
The world.
Amazing.
Like random parts of the world.
Stuff.
Yes.
I'm with it. And honestly, like now my goal is to be at a level of fame where people will pay me to just walk around and
Yes.
do nothing. Like just do stuff. Be like, hey,
Tell
these
me
are some
about
nice
this.
shoes, bro. All right, y'all, see you next week. We're gonna talk about tattoos.
Exactly 28 minutes.
Like, I'm with it.
It sounds like it's gonna be. If you like Jeff Goldblum, I feel like it's gonna be a
Which
fun time.
do.
I feel like even if
We see
you
that.
have no feelings towards Jeff Goldblum, it still might be a fun time.
He's just a
Maybe.
delightful person. And those were the announcements that we were interested in from Disney+.
Yeah, there were a couple of other like short form shows that they were announcing. Like Forky Asks a Question is going to be a thing, and
yeah.
apparently at the end of that video clip, he asks what capitalism is, and then the video cut off.
God. And all the
Capitalism.
millennials collectively groan.
This is like Forky. Capitalism is the reason you exist. Because you are the 4th Toy Story movie.
But yeah, speaking of Disney movies, Colin, what are we talking about next?
All right, Disney talked about some movies. Now, I guess to specify, this is the Disney movies that are not Marvel or Star Wars related.
Yeah, these
those
are
are their
all
own section.
Yeah.
Theatrically released Disney films that are on the way.
So first up, we got, well, we didn't get,
We didn't get
D23 got a trailer for the Jungle Cruise movie starring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt. It's coming out July 24th, 2020.
But the rest of us peasants do not get to see it.
Yeah.
Apparently there were 2 trailers.
There were, and I like the way that they did
one
this.
focused on Dwayne Johnson's character and one focused on Emily Blunt's.
The point was that both trailers make each person's character look more like the hero than the other character.
Oh, so it's like
cool.
that divorce
It's
movie.
like it's like Marriage
Yeah,
Story.
Marriage
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah.
The divorce movie.
All right.
Yeah, called Marriage Story. Yeah, so I've been excited about this movie for a while, but there's only like the clip of The Rock and Emily Blunt being like, "We're making this movie," and that's all the public has right now.
You know
so-
what? I'm excited too because the Jungle Cruise is an amazing ride at Disneyland, and I really appreciate
I'm
how ridiculous it
interested.
is.
I just wonder, like, it feels like I'm going to confuse it with Jumanji because they feel very similar in what they
And
are.
also Dwayne Johnson.
I think it
And
just
also
depends.
The Rock.
I think it depends on how they market it and what the movie's actually about. Because
Yeah.
Jumanji is literally about you go into a video game. I have no idea.
Or
what
like
Jungle
you go
Cruise
into
is
a
about.
board
It
game.
might actually be an actual Jungle Cruise.
You go
for
into
all
a
I care.
jungle. I don't know.
I have a
that.
feeling it's probably going to be some sort of silly Jungle
Yeah.
Cruise.
But both Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt are incredibly charismatic.
Yeah.
Both are great actors.
And the Jungle Cruise is also incredibly charismatic and a lot of fun to ride on. It's just full of puns and,
And The
dumb
Rock
dad
makes-
jokes.
And
it's
The Rock
amazing.
makes movies like that all the time.
Yeah.
That's what he's good at.
Like if you like
Yeah.
dumb dad jokes and Disneyland, go on the Jungle Cruise.
So yeah, there's not really much to say about the Jungle Cruise except
Sure
whether or
ain't.
not we're interested or not.
Yep. All right, then moving on. So the Cruella de Vil movie that they announced kind of a while ago, but like I don't even know if they officially like said
No,
anything.
it
We
was-
just heard that it was happening.
No, it was like an officially announced, like we're doing this, but like we're in
And then
development.
no one cared.
Yeah, but now
But,
they're like,
Emma Stone has been attached to this movie for like 5 years or something like that.
Holy
Like,
moly.
but they be working on it.
They be working on it.
It's
Yeah,
Emma Stone's
finally.
in it. It's described as like a movie that will explain how Cruella became who she is, which A, who cares? B, who cares?
Yeah,
C, she
just-
wants to kill dogs. Why do I care?
Well,
Anyway.
I think they couldn't do 101 Dalmatians live action because they literally did that when we were children. Like
That's
Yeah, I
fine.
think that's
Then
just
maybe
supposed to be
just
a prequel to that
choose
movie.
another
So- yeah,
property. You
like,
have
don't-
so
Yeah,
many.
Yeah.
But anyway, we also got a first look at Emma Stone in costume. It's a choice that they've made. Yeah,
A lot of people are like, she looks like
amount
Helena
of
Bonham
side eye
Carter.
coming from you, Colin.
she does. Yeah,
she looks
it
like
feels
Helena
like they
Bonham
wanted
Carter.
Helena Bonham
Oh,
Carter
she
and they got Emma Stone
does.
instead.
Gabby.
Oh God.
So you said
Oh god.
that they already did live action 101 Dalmatians. Blah 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 blah.
when we were children.
Last year they made the 4th Star Wars Born movie, and everyone loved it. Nobody cares if they've already made movies before.
That's fair, but
what's
I
funny
think
is-
Disney was like that was only 10 years ago, and we literally did a live
It
action
was
version of this
Definitely
movie.
20 years
I was about to say, was
ago.
that only 10 years? Like, there's no way that was only 10 years ago.
No,
It was like
it was
1996.
10 years ago was 2009.
It's like
Don't do
1996.
this to
We were
me.
children.
Oh God.
Okay, I like the look that they made for Emma
I
Stone.
don't have a
like
problem
the
with it.
Helena Bonham Carter look.
I think
She looks like Cruella DeVille.
And
it
Emma
works.
described it as more of a punk rock Cruella DeVille. Ugh.
Yeah. I
But
mean, I
fair.
still
I don't see how punk rock means.
But
it
also, like,
meshes
how
with
are
wanting
they
to kill
gonna
dogs.
humanize her?
mean,
Because she
they're not mutually
literally
exclusive.
wanted to skin puppies.
That's the thing.
Like,
I don't
yeah.
like.
I don't want to know about
Like,
her.
I
we
don't
don't
want
need to
her
humanize all the
humanize her.
villains.
Yeah.
Like, we got Maleficent was a fairy. She
But
got
that
her
was
wings
like
cut
a
off
that
by-
was a decent one because Maleficent really was just mad at, she was just being petty. Like she was mad y'all didn't invite me to a party. Like
got
I'm
mad
mad
because they didn't invite her to a party. And I
So
was just
like,
rude, okay.
fair, humanize her. But like, if this is just a fashion lady that wants some puppies
See,
on a coat, like
that's my problem. Is that this feels like another movie we will get to later, where it's like you can do whatever you want for the prequel, but at the end of the day, I know how this character ends up,
Yeah.
so I don't really care. Like, and this is one of those where it's like she wants to skin puppies. I don't care.
Or
You can
like-
tell me she was abused or whatever else. This is what she wants to do at the end of the day. I don't
think-
care about her.
I think the best that Disney has done with that within their live action movies was actually Cinderella, where within Cinderella, they make the evil stepmother, instead of she's just stereotypical evil stepmother because she's evil and that's that, they managed to make her more complex and maybe a little bit more sympathetic because we find out bad things have happened in her past which have led to her being this way. But at the same time, it doesn't make you
Excuse
like,
the
yeah, it
behavior.
doesn't excuse her behavior like you're still an awful person.
It's also
but it
like-
does it in a way that you're just like, I'm now interested in you as a character.
I don't know if that'll work
Yeah,
for
but-
Cruella though, because people also don't care as much when you do bad things to people. But if you do bad things to
To
dogs,
dogs.
people hate
Oh,
you.
yeah.
So
That's true.
like,
we
But I'm
can't
also not on
stand
board with
you.
the idea that we can't make a movie about evil people.
no, we can make a movie about evil people. There's so many movies about like Hitler and dictators and whoever else. I don't
I don't know if we should
understand.
put her up there.
No, but I'm
She
saying
wanted to skin puppies.
you want to talk about evil, we'll go to evil. But like, we can make movies about evil people. It's just
Like,
you
I
have all the
leather
money in the
goods and I'm
world
not
to
cool with
spend.
her.
Why are you spending it on this? What this feels like a weird angle.
It is.
I also just think if the character was more interesting, then I'd be like, yeah, you're a villain who wants to kill dogs. That sucks. But if you were more interesting, I might still watch a movie about you because, you know, I watch movies about people who kill humans. And it's like Maleficent turned into a dragon and tried to kill some people. Mm-hmm. I watched the movie about her prequel, you know, mostly because Kayla wanted to watch it, but also, you know, she's an interesting character.
She turns into a dragon. Come on now.
Exactly. She's an interesting character. Cruella DeVille is not an interesting character.
She's a fashion designer.
She's a fashion designer who wants.
That
He
wants-
only wants to. And the thing is, she only wants to kill the puppies because she wants to make a fashionable
But
coat.
see, here's the thing: if I want to watch a movie about an evil, well, not evil,
I
but
was
just
gonna say, are you gonna bring
questionable
up Phantom
fashion.
Thread?
Excuse you, I hated that movie.
He's going to
No,
bring up... No,
The
go ahead,
breakfast he had in that movie looked amazing, though.
no, I'm just gonna watch The Devil Wears Prada
There it is.
again.
Ooh,
There
you
you go.
right.
Like-
I figured he was gonna
yep,
say that.
Yep. Devil Wears
I'll be
Prada.
right.
It's gonna win.
So much
Win every
better.
time. Yep.
Anyway,
I just want this movie to end with her family getting like eaten by Dalmatians or something, so I can know
It's a
why
prequel,
she
though.
hates Dalmatians. So
all right.
much.
I don't think it's that she hates Dalmatians. I think she just
Okay.
wanted a pretty coat.
wanted a
Like,
Yeah, but that's
wanted a pretty
stupid.
coat.
If
No,
she
I
hates
know.
Dalmatians, at least we get something.
Are we about to get like a fashion biopic about Cruella DeVille?
That's what it looks like, but I don't know. I'm side-eyeing it. I hope it gets released on Disney Plus instead.
Anyway,
So that Disney, I mean, they can stand to lose some money, but you know what I mean.
moving on. Next up was I don't
Soul.
know if it's Disney or Pixar.
I believe it's Pixar.
Thanks.
Pixar.
A movie called Soul, which is about like a middle school band teacher who dies, I guess. And it's about his soul doing stuff. I don't really know what it's about because we, the public, didn't really get much out of it. We got concept art and a cast list, which is Jamie Foxx is the main dude. Tina Fey is like his
Guide.
spirit guide.
Ooh, cool.
Oh, gosh.
Felicia Rashad is in it. I don't know who that is, but I've heard the name.
She's from the
Mrs.
Cosby
Huxtable.
Show,
And she's
from
the mom in Creed.
She's
Cool.
from
Have not
some
seen
other
either
Oh, I
of those
love her.
things.
She is
She's great.
infamous.
I love Felicia Rashad.
Infamous. What does that mean?
She's
I
super
wouldn't call her
famous.
infamous.
Oh,
usually implies
those
something
are
bad.
different words.
Yeah.
Sure,
Um,
she's
She's super famous
Yeah.
super
Okay.
famous.
among the blacks. Mostly.
Questlove is in it,
No,
and
you're
David Diggs is in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
David Diggs'
personal
play-
friend of the show.
Stop it!
Just
No, it's not. We've never met him.
kidding. The same as Brian Tyree Henry.
What the media is
God.
saying is that it's about a place where souls are trained for life. So I'm not sure if he's.
Wait, they come back to life like reincarnation?
I don't know if that. I don't think he's dead. I think.
Or he's about to be a person?
See, I don't know.
What?
But it's
That's
about Joe,
wild.
who is a middle school band teacher who feels like his life has not gone the way he wanted. The only thing he loves is when he's home playing jazz, and he dreams of playing at the Half Note, New York's most prestigious jazz club, but it's never happened. So clearly, I don't know if he's dead. He still has aspirations to do things.
So maybe some sort of soul is going to help him or something.
But
or
David,
he's going to die.
But David Diggs plays his enemy.
Oh, he's the bad guy?
He's the bad guy.
Ooh.
I'm with it.
Ooh,
but also,
ooh, I'm with it. Ooh, they can have like a competition or something because
Listen,
I would be
and they
about
can
that.
Rap.
I want to say I'm excited about this movie, but also La La Land could never.
What?
Ooh,
Big facts.
ooh.
Speaking
ooh.
of, La La Land and the opposite of that, is this Pixar's first black movie?
Yeah,
Okay, dope.
definely.
Dope,
Wow.
dope.
They covered us before you guys?
Yeah.
Was Coco Pixar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. They got y'all first.
What? How?
Somebody had to. Disney wasn't going
No,
to.
I know they don't care about us. What is it? Like 3% of speaking roles went to us. I told y'all we don't
We
don't
know
exist.
that they don't.
Has Disney made a black animated movie?
Yeah, we've got Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, there we go.
It's not entirely black, but I guess this one isn't either if you've got Tina Fey in it. So
Yeah.
I mean, this one is black enough.
yeah.
The point is
Also,
that
Tina Fey was
Black
on
Panther.
Gambino's mixtape, so
Tina Fey was
She's
what?
not black.
she was on
though. Like,
Gambino's
that
mixtape.
doesn't.
She's got a little bit of an in.
She was. She's got a little bit of an
What?
She's on the outro. I'll send you the song.
I think the concept of this movie is interesting. It's also like, I'm like, you guys are gonna get real like metaphysical and real like deep on this movie, and I'm not sure
Or
if I'm
it's
prepared.
gonna be
for-
like Wally.
no, they said that they're going real deep with this
Well,
movie.
I'm with it.
so
Then I'm gonna strap in, and this is gonna be good.
I think metaphysical was mentioned at some point in
Holy
D23.
moly. What?
Nothing at all.
Stop that, Colin.
Also,
I didn't
I love
know.
Jamie Foxx. He's
So do
that
I.
dude.
Really?
He's like ridiculously talented.
Oh yeah,
He's
he
like
is.
the original Gambino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Singer, actor,
Comedian.
He has
comedian,
a-
like-
he has like a
that
Grammy
dude.
and an Oscar.
and he's so good. And I'm just so really happy. And I love David Diggs, Felicia Rashad,
Listen, I love
Tina
Tina
Fey's
Fey.
dope. She's great.
Oh, I think Questlove is playing like his best friend or something.
Yes,
Questlove is great. Like, this
Questlove.
cast is already
love
enough.
Questlove.
This movie's on my most anticipated list.
Yeah, Felicia
I don't know
Rashad
anything
is
about it.
definitely playing his mom, obviously. Like,
Okay,
with
well,
it.
you know what? Sounds great, and I'm down.
Yeah, it's Pixar too, so I'm not. I think the concept art looked really interesting too. If you guys looked at the weird soul.
Oh, I
looking-
love the concept. The thing of the characters, I was like, whatever. But the concept art, I loved.
It's very interesting.
I just don't think the movie will end up looking like that, given that the characters already don't. But
Somebody pointed out that Disney has a tendency of making their animated films look a lot like their concept art.
all right,
So-
I'm with it.
It probably will.
Yeah, pretty close. Or at least Pixar does.
Pixar's next film.
I rock with it.
We have a movie called Onward. It had a trailer already.
Or teaser.
They showed 8 minutes of it at D23.
They
Holy
did.
moly!
And like you can find descriptions of that footage, but we ain't get it. But basically, it takes place in a world full of fantasy creatures that like used to have magic but doesn't anymore, except kind of does. And it's like two brothers go on a quest to like they're trying to resurrect their dead dad, and they get like half of him, like his bottom half
They get like
resurrected.
his legs resurrected.
But they only have 24 hours to get the rest of him, and they have to go find a thing that will let them do it.
It's Find a Gem.
Find a gem, thank you, that will let them do it. The two brothers are played by Chris Pratt is the older one, Tom Holland is the younger one.
Baby Tom.
Octavia Spencer voices some character who's going to help them do the thing.
Called the Manticore.
Sure,
Which
that.
is absolutely terrifying. Have you ever seen a Manticore?
Oh,
I believe
God,
I
they're
have.
awful. Yeah.
I Googled it, and I,
I think
was
there's
like,
one in Star Wars, as a
this
matter of
thing-
fact.
that might be a Rancor.
No, I think there is
There's
also
another-
I think
oh,
there
God.
is a Manticore.
Yeah,
And I was
Manticores are
Octavia
terrifying.
Spencer's gonna voice this thing. That's hilarious to me.
Oh, ooh.
It's kind of like when Julie Andrews voiced the sea monster in Aquaman.
Yeah.
She did?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Julie Andrews.
Yeah.
Awesome. I loved that kaiju.
Yeah, but apparently they brought Tom Holland and Chris Pratt out on stage, obviously. Tom Holland, with the week that he was having before D23, got a huge amount of audience praise,
As he
like
should.
bigger than everybody else who showed up on that stage. Obviously,
As you should.
the Sony and Disney fiasco, on top of losing the director to another film that he's doing for Sony. So,
Wait, Spider-Man 3 lost their director?
Spider-Man 3 currently doesn't have a director anyway because John Watts is... We're not supposed to be talking about this. John Watts is not signed on to do a third movie, but also the Uncharted movie that Tom Holland was doing lost their second director.
Oh, so Tom's just having a bad
So Tom
time.
was having a week.
Poor baby.
He got the fan love that he probably needed. And he ended the panel by saying, "It's been a crazy week, but I want you all to know from the bottom of my heart, I love you 3000."
Oh.
So,
Oh man, that is
adorable.
exactly why I cannot wait for him to go back to Sony. Anyway, Onward, I am super excited for it. It looks
Same.
like so much of what I already like fantasy stuff. I'm already down for. You tell me like fantasy mixed with modernity, I am even more down.
The unicorns themselves convinced me that I wanted to see this movie.
They also released a poster for the film and a new image. The poster's like really simple. It's the older brother's jacket with a bunch of
I
pins
saw
on it,
that.
and then it says Onward on the pocket.
Cute.
But then the image though looks really cool. The two brothers with like some sort of staff, and there's some sort of magical beam like coming out of it and hitting the floor.
Cool.
So it's really nice. I really like the look of it. So I'm excited. I mean, I love Tom Holland. I like Chris Pratt, and I love fantasy stuff.
I'm also down for this movie because I feel like it's Chris Pratt going back to his Andy Dwyer roots.
Yeah, I'm getting really big Andy vibes from him in the trailer.
Yeah, and
I'm going on a quest.
Yeah, I dig it. It reminded me of like Burt Macklin, FBI. And I was like, I'm down. Let's do this. So.
Should be a fun time.
Yep.
All right.
Onward.
No, we just talked about that
Move
one.
onward.
Boo. So then another one is Disney's next original animated film, Raya and the Last Dragon, releasing Thanksgiving 2020. It's written by Adele Lim, who co-wrote Crazy Rich Asians. It's based on like Southeast Asian mythology, and it's about this girl who she is a warrior in search of the last dragon in the world. Don't know why.
Dragons are cool, Colin.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know like why she needs the dragon is what I'm saying. Yes, dragons are cool. You have no argument from me there. Also, like Asian dragons are really cool, so I'm about it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the concept art for the...
I did. It was weird. Like the motion.
Oh, did you see the dragon one though? There's a photo of the dragon.
I don't really like the photo of the dragon. It feels like they just took Awkwafina's face and put it on a dragon, and it looks weird. Like they didn't. It's not like Cat's level, but it's like the main character is voiced by someone named Cassie Steele. I don't know anything about her.
Manny
Santos.
They do.
Wait, that
Apparently-
name sounds familiar.
Degrassi.
Degrassi.
I'm waiting for
I
the
think I
really
know
loud
who it
oh.
is.
She's gonna scream. Everybody, turn
Prepare
your volume
yourself.
down on your computer so Gabby
I
can find
hate
this
you
person.
guys.
We're gonna wait.
Gabby, it's what you do when you realize things.
Your brand. she held the screaming.
Yep.
I hate all of you so much.
There
There it is.
There it goes.
I love her.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, when they were like, Cassie Steele is playing the lead character Raya, I was like, I'm
Yes.
sorry, we went from Degrassi to Disney. We came
Yes.
up.
Yes.
True. Getting that back.
And she's a great singer, so I'm hoping that means that this is also a musical.
We'll see.
Oh, we'll see. I didn't know.
It's a Disney
She could
movie.
sing.
I'm assuming yes.
I mean,
It's a formality.
I try not to assume.
It's just the formality.
It's a formality, but I'm not just going to assume.
Maybe I
it's-
just don't.
Stop it. Stop it.
To me, this is her, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she looked like at D23 this weekend.
Dope.
Damn, she's cool.
I think my cousin played bass for her once or twice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your cousin is so cool.
Yeah, she voices Raya.
On a
I'm
first name
excited.
basis with
And
Gambino.
Aquafina voices the dragon.
Sisu the dragon.
Aquafina does?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be the scratchiest voice dragon. I'm so excited.
Colin, this is the picture you saw.
Yeah.
That's an Aquafina dragon. I like it though. It's like
It's cute.
it's really pretty.
Yeah.
I like the
colours
dragon
are dope.
itself, just the face is weird to me.
Oh
'Cause it's
man,
Aquafina.
the voice of this dragon. I'm gonna love it.
So the thing is, the dragon also has a human form too. So it's gonna
That's
go
cool.
back and forth between a
Ooh,
dragon and a
okay.
human.
All right, I'm with
That's
it.
gonna be fun.
Like Jake Long.
I'm down. I
American
mean,
Dragon.
American Dragon.
Jake
This
Long.
sounds like fun, and I like Aquafina a lot. Like
It's
from
also-
the movies that I've seen of her,
Me
and like,
too.
she's fun.
It's also like got that fairy tale aspect that I always
Yeah,
love.
and it's a mythology that I don't know anything about.
Exactly.
So I'm
it's gonna
down.
be fun.
Yeah, I always love when I get to learn about other mythologies
Yep.
that are not as widespread as like Greek mythology or like Norse mythology. I
Right,
mean, Norse
yeah.
mythology isn't that well known either, but it's starting
Mostly
to
Greek
be.
mythology.
Yeah. The footage was described as like the most photorealistic to come out of Disney, and it rivals like
The Lion King.
all the other studio. No,
Ooh.
not that. Other studio animated releases that have been coming out recently that are more photorealistic.
Ah.
Somebody was like, "Watch out, How to Train Your Dragon 3." So
See, here's my thing though, because like
Okay.
you get like blur trailers where it's like everything looks photorealistic and you can't tell that this isn't real, and that's fine when everything is that way. But if you're telling me that like everything is gonna look real and then the characters aren't, I feel like there's gonna be a cognitive like.
I also read that too. That
Don't know
it's
how to feel
the
about
backgrounds
this.
are photorealistic, but the characters are not.
See, I don't
Maybe
know how I
it'll be
feel about
like
that.
How I Met Your Dragon, where
What?
the
How I Met Your Dragon.
sorry, How to
That's
Train
a
Your
good one.
Dragon.
Hey kids, I'm gonna tell you about How I Met Your Dragon.
Stop it.
And then it died, and I adopted a new one.
Aww.
Sorry
Anyway.
guys, if you haven't seen the end of that show, spoiler alert.
If you can figure out what it means.
Have you seen How I Met Your Mother?
I've seen
That's what he
episodes,
was
but I know
talking
how
about.
it ends.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
it's trash. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is,
I know.
and he goes back with Robin and stupid.
I'm not as angry as the rest
Anyway,
of the fans.
that's
but I
not
know
what
I
we're
I
will.
talking
spent
about.
9 years of my
Okay.
life on that show.
That is what we're talking
That's how I feel
about.
about Game of Thrones. Anyway.
That's 2 things I've wasted my life on. Okay,
Anyway,
that's
How
not
I
the
Met
point.
Your Dragon and My Nephew. Moving on.
Stop that. How to Train Your Dragon. The animation in the background matches the characters, if that makes sense. So it's like the water's clear, the rocks have texture, the trees, but like ultimately when the characters are put in front of it, it fits. But it's still like, you know, the freaking dragon is glittery and you can see the details in the glitter.
When we
Yeah.
go into the waterfall, it looks like we're going into a waterfall.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it doesn't feel like we copy pasted dragons on top of
Real stuff.
A picture
real
of
stuff.
real
Yeah.
life
Okay.
backgrounds.
It'll probably be like that.
I'm really excited to see what footage that they, finally do release of this film, though, because it does sound like the animation's going to be really good, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
And I love Cassie Steele. I love Awkwafina, and this sounds like fun.
I trust it. I trust you, Disney. Okay, next
And
one.
this is for all those people who are complaining that Disney doesn't do any original movies anymore.
Haha.
They heard
I'm
you.
one of them. Hi.
They heard you complaining.
Thank you. Thank you, Disney, my great overlords. Thank you.
Also, they've still been releasing original movies.
Right?
They
Like,
have.
okay,
I'm
then.
just judging them hard for their
Inside Out was fire.
non-original content.
Inside Out is fire. All right.
Oh,
Colin.
wait,
Anyway.
there's another one.
Yep,
Right.
last
Of
one.
course there is. So last on the list is Frozen 2. They released a new poster, which is pretty much the old poster.
Yep.
But with a different environment. It's just snowier.
Sure, whatever. We'll go with that.
Same
Um,
thing.
It's just a whiter poster.
it apparently...
Color-wise. Just color-wise.
Did it get any wider? I'm sorry.
Actually, you know what? It's less white this time because Sterling K. Brown is in the movie now.
That's true. So when you said a wider poster, I was like, oh snap, they got Greta Gerwig.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
All right, anyway.
Frozen 2 will explore the question of where Elsa's powers came from and where their parents were going when they died.
Oh, good. Because I
Um,
was asking questions. We all were.
Apparently, Frozen 1 and 2 will come together as one complete story. I doubt that. They'll probably have spin-offs for days because they'll milk
I
it.
mean, they'll have spin-offs, but the
Milk
point
it
is that you
till
can
it
watch
bleeds.
1 and 2, and
Milk
it'll
till it
be
bleeds.
one story. They complement one another.
Yeah.
They go
And then Evan Rachel Wood will be voicing Anna and Elsa's mother, and Sterling K. Brown will be voicing some dude named Lieutenant Matthias.
Yeah.
Don't
Darling.
quote me on this. I think Evan Rachel Wood's character's name is Iduna. Iduna.
Why would they name her?
That sounds like they just wanted to get Idina Menzel. Like, they just named her after Idina Menzel. Just changed the letter so that it wouldn't be weird.
Absolutely. I'm gonna look it
Get
up.
John
real quick.
Travolta in
I'm
on
looking
this.
it up right now.
Okay, I know.
I'm
Well, I
gonna
know
look up.
Evan Rachel Wood posted it on her Twitter.
I'm gonna look up who Evan Rachel Wood.
Westworld.
She's from Westworld.
True Blood.
Nope.
True Blood.
Who was she in True Blood?
She's the queen.
Get it?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she was the vampire queen.
Cool,
and
cool,
she
cool,
got
cool,
her
cool,
ass
cool, cool,
was
cool.
murdered.
The queen.
Yeah, Queen Iduna.
Oh, I was right. Yes.
Santino Fontana is returning as Hans. Judgment.
Judgment. Anyway, I don't know if I would say I'm excited for the film. Like, every time I think about it, I'm like, oh, Frozen. But at the same time, like, I know that it's going to be a
Yep.
really good movie because I really liked the first one. Like, I think the first one is a really
The
good
first
movie.
one is a solid movie. Here's the problem:
It just
is
overshadows every other Disney movie.
my cousin made me watch that 4 times in a row when I was babysitting her as a child, and I can no longer stand that movie.
That's the upside to me not having any younger, like, girl relatives constantly around me because I didn't have to do that. So that's why I still like Frozen.
Okay, I'm sorry. Frozen also makes small children, like all kinds of small children, obsessed.
Devin is not... I took Devin to see it in theaters, actually, when me and Colin
How
went to
old
go
was-
see it. And
how
we
old
took
was
Devin.
Yeah.
How old was... When did the first one come out?
Oh, 2013.
2013. He was
Mort.
5, maybe?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Fair.
Yeah, so I took him, and he wasn't obsessed with it. He liked it. I don't think I've ever heard him talk about Frozen, ever. So...
Fair. My little cousin.
You had a little girl
Gigi,
cousin. It's a different...
Freaking would not stop.
That's a whole different
2
lifestyle.
years old. I love her. I was gonna take that movie and throw it outside.
See, Devin had me watching Iron Man and Real Steel constantly, nonstop.
I mean,
So-
there's a movie that like a child will only want to watch that one, and I
those
get
were the
it.
ones for Devin. Both of my DVDs got scratched up to the point that I don't think I can watch them anymore.
No, I was gonna lovingly throw that out the window.
But yeah, but Frozen 2, I'm interested in all the things that they provide. I liked the first one. I will probably like the second one. And I love Idina Menzel.
I love Kristen Bell.
Colin, who do you love in this movie?
Idina Menzel.
Anybody?
I don't.
Nope. Nobody?
Not really.
Dope.
I mean, I like. Well, I don't know about
Yassine
love.
Waslib.
No, I guess I don't love anybody in this movie.
Cool. I love Sterling K. Brown. And honestly, I didn't even know he was in this movie.
It was
So now you about to
announced
watch it? You
a
about to
few
watch it?
months ago, but this was like the confirmation that he's in it.
Oh, dope. I've never seen Frozen.
And there's a picture of
Oh
his
my
character.
God, really?
It
That's
is
a Wednesday night movie.
enjoyable.
It's happening.
It is.
And
It's
I
happening
like
now.
I saw it once with Demi, and I haven't seen it since, and I'm okay
I don't
with
think
that.
I've
like-
seen it all the way through since either.
It's sisterly love. That's what it's about.
It has
That's
one of
cool.
the greatest plot twists ever in a movie, though.
Yeah. Do you know the plot twist?
I don't know that I would
Maybe.
go that
man.
far. One of the
Listen.
greatest plot
No,
twists in
I
a
got- I
movie
got-
ever.
Maybe a big plot twist, but I wouldn't say
Nah,
great. I
I got-
know, like, the audience was like,
I gotta get but if you can get an audience to do that, considering we didn't see Frozen the opening weekend, if you can continue to get an audience to do that weeks after it's released, that's a really good plot twist.
No, that just means the
It's
audience hasn't
well
been spoiled.
done.
I feel like that doesn't mean.
That's it. If you can catch people off
You know
guard
what
like that, especially in this,
you know what tricked them? It
environment?
was that opening song. That song was what really tricked
in the
people.
current
What, when they're
environment.
harvesting the ice? I don't think that was
No,
it.
it's Love is an Open Door.
The Love is an Open Door song. That song just tricked me.
The point is,
Oh, I know
Frozen.
what you guys are talking about.
Yeah. The point is, Frozen is a very solid, enjoyable movie. I'm sure that the second one will be just as enjoyable and solid.
Yep. I'll watch. I'm gonna watch
Solid
it. I'm gonna watch
as
it with
ice.
some children.
Ice.
Oh boy.
That was cool to me.
Listen,
Next.
I never do puns. I'm providing today.
Star Wars. Star Wars now.
Oh, is that what we're
It's time.
heading into? So this Star Wars section is about to be a lot of me monologuing because that's just how it is.
It's true. Oh my god.
Yeah. Star Wars conversations tend to be a lot of you monologuing.
Yep.
Depending on who's there.
Yep.
For the
Oh
wars.
my god. Yes. Speaking of lack of Latinos in films,
Hey,
start it
hey,
off.
so-
Start it off to me. Start it off.
So Star Wars had an interesting weekend.
Tell me.
So the first thing that was announced was during Disney Plus panel, they gave out the Mandalorian official poster reveal, which, oh my gosh, it's such a gorgeous poster. Ming-Na Wen is officially in the cast,
Ooh.
and I love Ming-Na Wen.
I'm
'cause-
glad that she's still employed because isn't Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ending?
Yeah, it's ending next year. So, like, it's crazy because I'm like, you hit the Disney trifecta. Like, you're amazing. She's a Disney princess. She's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., meaning that she's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And now she's in Star Wars.
That's true.
That's
Yep.
amazing.
She's getting all kind of Disney
She
money.
just needs
She-
a
Yeah,
she
she
just
is.
needs a Pixar movie now.
But she doesn't need one. She's already hit the Disney part. It doesn't. We're fine.
I mean, I'm surprised she's not in Raya and the Last Dragon. Like,
Right? I mean, she might be. Watch her.
Yeah, you sure
I
she's
mean-
not?
Favreau said that it's set after Return of the Jedi because chaos reigns across the galaxy.
Yes.
But also, the official trailer was released, and I have no idea what this show is about. But it
I
looks
do.
like a
It's-
Western apocalypse.
It's
and
about to be about bounty hunters and about to have a great
Yes,
time.
but I don't know what the plot to this show is. I just know, hey, we're following a Mandalorian bounty hunter. It looks like a cool Western. John Favreau mentioned Mad Max vibes, and like,
I mean, that's what we're getting from
that's
the trailer.
what the trailer looks like, and I love it.
And Pedro Pascal. Yes, baby.
Pedro Pascal
Yes.
is playing.
Oberyn Martell. I don't know his
The
name from
Mandalorian.
Narcos. It's my baby boy.
He is the
One of my baby
Mandalorian,
boys.
and it just looks like it's gonna be a really great show.
Yeah. Also, did you know Pedro Pascal wasn't going to take it? It took
Yeah,
Oscar Isaac convinced him.
That's cute.
Jinx, you owe me a house.
I hate the way you play Jinx.
High stakes, baby.
I'm never
High
getting you a
stakes,
house.
Jinx.
I just want you to know that.
High
Can't even
stakes,
afford
Jinx.
my own.
Back to the subject. All I want to say about the Mandalorian is the part where that dude gets cut by the door.
Oh my
It
gosh.
looks so dope. And like, you know, for those who don't know, I'm not a Star Wars fan, but when this was announced, I was like, this might be the one. This might be the one for me.
I think so.
But that trailer, I was like, this is cool. I feel like I look at a lot of Star Wars stuff through the lens of like, I
don't
don't have
like
the
Star
fandom
Wars.
attachment.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff just looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the scene in Last Jedi when they're fighting all the wizard's chess piece looking dudes.
Yep.
I'm like, this is cool. So I see that and they're shooting. He shoots the door and I was like, oh, they're getting real. I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, I showed the
I'm
trailer
ready.
to my mom and my brother because Devin is also a Star Wars fan, obviously, because
Yeah.
I raised him
you
properly.
raised him.
And we were watching it, and my mom's just sitting there, and she goes, "Is that Carl Weathers?"
Yes, it's Carl Weathers.
She goes, "Is that Apollo Creed?"
Yes, it is.
And the trailer keeps going, and she goes, "Is that Giancarlo Esposito?"
Oh, yeah.
Wait, who? Why don't I know?
I don't know how you don't know him because he's definitely
He's
a
in a lot of
Latino.
stuff.
he's in
Watch
a
me
lot
know
of
his
stuff, and he
face.
has
He's
a
also
very
Italian.
He's in Once
distinctive
Upon a
face
Time.
and voice.
He's in Once Upon a Time. He was the Magic Mirror.
Yeah.
He pops up a lot.
He pops up a
He's
lot.
in White People. He's in
Yeah.
The Boys.
Oh, is he in The Boys?
Yeah, out
Oh,
of nowhere. It
that's
just pops
next
up. Like,
on my-
Yes, I know who
That's
that
next
is.
on my list after I
No,
finish
no.
Doom
I know
Patrol.
who he
Ooh, get
is.
ready.
I know who he is.
But
he's dope.
yeah, like this cast is
He's
just
in Breaking Bad.
Also,
Oh,
I just want to say,
amazing.
Los
because
Pollos
people seem to
Hermanos.
forget, he's in Do the Right Thing. And, like, his character in Do the Right Thing is such a far stretch from, like, every character he's played now. Because I think when he came back into the limelight, it was Breaking Bad.
Yep.
He was Gus. And he's, like, you know, the
He was in
distinguished...
Community as basically the same thing as Gus.
Yeah, like, he has that kind of role now. But, like, in Do the Right Thing, he's, like, the loud black dude who runs around the neighborhood making a ruckus.
I can't even remember
goodness
that. I gotta
gracious.
rewatch it.
You gotta see it. He's like, oh my God,
I've
that's
never
him.
seen Do the Right Thing. I gotta see it.
You definitely
It's dope.
should. Yeah. I mean, yeah. The cast is pretty stacked. The show looks like it's gonna be, like, not just fun, but it looks like it's legitimately just gonna be good.
I hope it's like Emmy fodder.
I watched it and was just like, the scale on this show is just, this doesn't look like a TV show. My mom thought it was a movie, and Devin thought it was a movie.
So
That's-
basically, they're putting like Game of Thrones money into this particular Disney show.
yeah, they're putting a lot into it. And Jon Favreau was talking about like the technological advancements that they're trying to do with the show.
Which is very Star Wars. Of
Yeah,
them.
and I mean, yeah, that's Star Wars. Star Wars is, constantly.
Yep. Pushing the envelope.
Yeah, so it looks great. Like I said, I have no idea what the plot line is, but like with a show that looks that good, it doesn't matter.
I feel like I feel like it's clear enough what the plot is going to be. I feel like they can't reveal too much because it'll just spoil it for us. I think all we need to know walking in is it's after Return of the Jedi and
We're dealing
Pedro
with-
Pascal is playing a bounty hunter and we're about to go hunt some bounty, man.
I'm also hoping that they go deeper into the Mandalorian lore, because I think a lot of people who like watch the live action Star Wars stuff might not watch the animated stuff, and the animated stuff goes into what Mandalorian culture is.
Oh, then I got to watch that. I
And
have
so
never
I
watched
hope that they do that on this TV show as well, that they go into Mandalorian
I mean, the
culture.
fact that it's named The Mandalorian suggests that they're going to go into that. They could just name it Bounty if they just wanted it to be about a bounty hunter.
They could have, but I think it's also the distinction that Boba Fett is not a Mandalorian, but this guy is an actual Mandalorian in actual Mandalorian gear. So hopefully they do actually go into the culture and stuff like that.
Also, Bounty sounds like it's about paper towels. Ain't nobody gonna watch that.
I
Like
would.
that
Why?
the hot Cheeto headline.
If they could make
keeps
that
going
work.
around.
You know what? I'm looking forward to
No,
this.
hey, that's not
This
what we're talking
flaming
about.
hot
We only
movie.
have so much
We're gonna have
time.
another conversation about that off mic because, oh my God.
I'm excited.
This feels like the kind of thing that I will wait until people who don't
culture.
like Star Wars have watched it and tell me what they think.
So Trinity.
Fair.
Or him.
Oh.
Dallas. I'm pointing to Dallas. Like,
I was gonna say,
like if
Dallas
you
is
say
planning
you
to
love
watch
it, to me,
We'll see.
Yeah,
That's coming
don't-
from you,
don't
so it's
take my
like-
opinion as a Star Wars fan.
exactly.
You don't like Star Wars.
You know, I want to hear from people who don't like Star Wars or don't care about it and say, "Oh, this show is great. You should watch it." Then I'm like, "All right, I'll give it a try."
Fair.
All right. So
Moving
next up on
on.
the list is the Clone Wars TV series is returning in February 2020 on Disney Plus. This is like the one thing I can't really talk a lot about, because the Clone Wars
Interesting.
is the one piece of Star Wars media I have never been able to get into. I have tried to watch the TV show twice, and I still cannot get into it. I'm gonna-
Kayla's telling me about the TV show, and it makes me want to watch it.
Kayla loves that show.
I'm gonna try and get into it again before I start watching the next one. It's just, it was one of those things where I was just like, I don't know why I can't do it. I remember as a kid I couldn't get into it because I wasn't a fan of the animation style. Now I'm older and I've watched
Wait,
a lot
this is
of...
the 3D one, not the 2D one.
I think they go
There's
into
the
each other, don't they?
Tartakovsky one that was beforehand. that was
not
2D.
not the Tartakovsky one.
I've
No.
seen parts of that 2D one.
I have also seen parts of that 2D one because it is praised. But also, it's the 3D one that was on Cartoon Network for the longest and then got canceled. I never could get into it, but I'm gonna try to, because I want to watch, because I think this is legitimately the final season. This was them going, we want to finish the show, and this is how we're gonna finish it. And I want to
Fair.
watch it because I like Ahsoka based off of what I saw of her in Rebels, and Ahsoka's awesome. So, but that's really all I can say about the Clone Wars. I know most of the Star Wars fandom is really excited about the show coming back, though.
Yeah, because didn't it leave off like?
I
They
mean,
didn't
yeah, they
finish
canceled
it.
it. You never finished it. It's done.
Oh.
And I know that I think Dave Filoni used to give like talks about the things that he wanted to do with the show after they got canceled. So it looks like maybe they'll get to finally do the things that he really wanted to do. Moving on from that, Diego Luna and Alan Tudyk were at D23
Yes.
to tease the Rogue One prequel that they are making, which,
Another one of my baby boys.
which is going to be filming in 2020.
Apparently, Latinos are just gonna find our visibility in the Star Wars universe.
Star Wars is like, we don't do it.
We're like 3 for 3 on the only thing they're missing is Gael Garcia Bernal, and now you've got like the 4-way poker of Latino action, like movie stars.
How much you
Diego Luna and Gael Garcia Bernal are like besties.
The way that Oscar got Diego in, Pedro. You're right.
Pedro and Oscar are like best friends, and Diego and Gael are also best friends.
That's how it's gonna happen.
I'm sure it's gonna happen, and then I'll have my Latino poker
in Star Wars.
Yep.
But yeah, they're filming the prequel in London in 2020.
Oh my god, it's so exciting.
I'm excited because I really liked Cassian Andor. He was a great character.
Yep.
He was a really interesting character for a movie that does not give you enough time to get to know the character.
Super mysterious, and I'm like, I need to know more about this person.
He's mysterious because this movie doesn't. I mean,
they can't get into it because it's high stakes. It's just like an anxiety attack for like 2.5 hours.
I love. It's only 2 hours. I love Rogue One, but Rogue One
it moves really.
It moves fast,
and I was nervous the entire time.
It moves fast and loose. It's a war movie, and we don't get enough time to really get to know all of these characters in the ensemble.
Because it's a war movie.
That, and we're gonna kill them all at the end of this movie.
Yeah.
So we don't really get to know them. So I'm happy that Cassian's getting like a prequel series because I feel like he's the second. He and K2SO are the second most interesting duo in that film after Donnie. I can't think of his character's name right now.
I am the Force.
Sheridan Baze?
Yes,
that one.
Sheridan Baze.
How did I know that and you didn't get on a better level?
You were actually interested in reading the comic that they were about to release about
and
those
then
two.
I didn't.
And then you didn't. But you were interested in it.
Story of Colin's life.
But Cassian, a friend of mine pointed out that Cassian has a really interesting line in Rogue One where he says, I was always on this side of the war, but everybody else wasn't.
Oh.
Like throughout and you realize that if you watch the prequels, the Empire.
People clapped when Palpatine took over.
The good guys become the evil Empire that we watch in the original series. So for a character like Cassian, he probably started out
questioning those same people.
He was already against the Senate and against the Empire, but then it finally became the Empire, and he never moved. He never changed his stance. Yeah. But a bunch of the rebels that we're so used to were the ones who changed their stance and then passed it on to their children.
Yeah.
So I think that's interesting, and I wonder if that's going to be a thing that they will explore within the prequel series.
It shall be interesting.
Another big news thing.
Finally confirmed Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi series. They brought Ewan McGregor out on stage.
Yes, baby.
And Kathleen Kennedy looked at him and said, will you ever play Obi-Wan Kenobi again?
And he was like, you know I will.
And he
That's why I'm here.
And said yes.
That's why I'm here. Actually, he looked at them and was like, you know why I'm here.
Yes. You know why I'm here. The entire series has already been written. They are filming in 2020.
Damn. They are just moving at a clipped pace, aren't they?
I am so excited because Obi-Wan Kenobi is probably the best part about the prequels.
He definitely is.
There's a minority of people that I've seen who are like, what can you possibly tell of the Obi-Wan Kenobi story? Because he spends 20 years in a desert.
Well, we don't know that he spent that whole time there
in
by
a
himself.
Desert. Yeah.
Like, we know that he was the dude that lived in, like, the hill by himself. But are you watching the dude that lived in the hill by himself the whole time? Like, no.
Like, not just that, like, yeah, maybe he wasn't always in the desert. We know that he was watching Luke from afar. But there's an entire arc in Rebels where Darth Maul goes looking for Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then it ends in Maul finding Kenobi and them having one final battle. So that happens within that 19-year period. And then at the end of the episode, I think Obi-Wan goes to check on Luke. Like, these are things that you can do with a live-action TV series, and it would be really interesting.
Yeah.
And also, like, he knows what Mos Eisley's spaceport is, and that's, like, you know, a hive of scum and villainy. Like, he's been hanging out with some people.
Hung out there.
He's been hanging out with some people.
It's just, I think there's a lot of room to play with, and
it's a big playground.
And it was 20 years. Like, if they can't find something to build on a character, and also he's a fictional character, we can do whatever the heck we want with him.
As long as it's within the Star Wars realm, yeah, you can do whatever you want. So I'm excited. Ewan McGregor is signed on to play Obi-Wan again, and that's what matters here. And the series is written.
To be honest, yes.
And I'm so excited.
I'm glad they didn't recast. I'm glad they just went back to... And also, he was one of those people that was, like, super, super, super excited about being part of Star Wars, and then the movies were not ideal. But he still stands Star Wars.
Bruh, I have his autograph, man. Like, I have his autograph.
And you mentioned Star Wars to him.
I mentioned being a Star Wars... I mean, I don't know if I mentioned it or if you can just tell because I was wearing a Star Wars jacket and a Star Wars t-shirt, but I'm a really big Star Wars fan. This is like a big deal.
so
dude.
exciting.
Like, it's so exciting. And also, I didn't get to say this about The Mandalorian. Jon Favreau said that The Mandalorian, he was really intent on not just capturing the tone of the original trilogy, but the first act of the original movie, because it takes place on Tatooine, and there's a certain aesthetic that you get from that. So I'm wondering if they're going to do the same thing for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series as well.
I hope not, because then that's already 2 series that are doing it.
But they're in the same area, the same time. No, actually not in the same time period.
not at the same time.
No, but they're in the same, planet area.
We'll see.
Although, to be fair, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you could do a thing where it goes from, like, the rise of the Empire, which, probably sounds glorious, and then just slowly decay and fall into what the Empire becomes. So that could be interesting. And then, finally, Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, which is coming out in December. My most anticipated movie of this year.
Dun, dun, dun.
There was an official poster released. Shout out to Lauren for getting me one, because I love that poster so much.
You got one of those posters?
She got me one of the posters.
It looks pretty good.
Is
it this one?
Yes, I love that poster so much.
Only one floating head in this one.
Only one floating head, and it's Palpatine's.
Which I'm nervous about. Like,
but like that's not even like my favorite part of the poster. I love the red and the blue, like coming from the lightsabers and the like stance and the fighting, and just it looks so cool.
It's a pretty dope poster.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It
basically illustrates what the movie's about. I know there's going to be a floating head poster because they always get that artist.
Star Wars always has a floating head poster.
And I appreciate that poster because they usually get it hand painted.
Yeah.
And then just translate that to, and I appreciate that. It's the same dude, the same person that does the Star Wars posters is who did the first Harry Potter movie poster.
Ooh.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah. There's also, they finally announced Carrie Russell's character in the movie. Her name is Zori Bliss, and she is an old friend of Poe's as well as a criminal. So we're gonna get some long ass glances. We're getting some some tension. We're getting some history on Poe.
I'm excited. Ooh, yes.
You can hear that Gabby is excited.
Gabby is excited.
I love Oscar Isaac.
We know.
I'm gonna say it every episode. And Chris Evans.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect out of her character other than what you just mentioned. Is her.
They're about to be some long ass glances, and I'm looking forward to it.
There's gonna be some tension.
We need a love story in this series of Star Wars. We haven't had one yet.
We've had small ones.
No.
We have Finn and Rose.
We kind of did. Never mind. I changed my mind.
We could get Finn and Rose.
I forgot about Finn and Rose.
I feel like that's a potential love story.
They also released footage at the convention, which was not released until Monday. Thank you for making me wait 3 days. It was awful.
And I just watched it, and I'm not okay.
I am so excited about this movie. I remember being in middle school and George Lucas announcing that he was not going to make 7, 8, and 9. And I was so heartbroken. And now 7, 8, and 9 are a thing. They exist. And, like, it's one of my favorite things in this world. And, like, I'm so excited.
They're pretty good.
Like, I'm, like, bittersweet because, like, this is, like, officially the end of Star Wars. And it feels like it's
not the end of Star Wars.
No, it's the end of the Skywalker saga. And it feels like it's the end of the Skywalker saga. And they're really pushing that idea,
which is good.
Yes,
it's been 40 years of the Skywalkers. There's a whole other universe.
There is not.
We don't talk about that.
There is.
We don't talk about the rest of the galaxy.
We do. They're all just affected by the Skywalker family because all their
their
family drama literally affects the rest of the galaxy, which is ridiculous. Yep. There's nothing in this exclusive that tells us anything about what the film is about. Kind of like The Mandalorian, it's all vibes, and you can make theories about it.
I'm cool with that because I don't want it spoiled. I feel like a trailer is supposed to make you excited about a movie. And if you can't tell me too much about the movie because it'll ruin the movie for me, fine. Just get me excited about the movie. Yeah. And I'm okay with this. I feel like this trailer did a good job.
Yeah, it's like 55 seconds of new content.
And then it's just like, you want some nostalgia? Here, just take 4 minutes.
Nostalgia for like the first minute, and then like awesome.
I was wondering while I was watching, because it was a lot of the like original movies, I was wondering, are they going to reference the, oh my God, and the moment I thought, are they going to reference the prequels? They brought in the prequels, yeah. And I was like,
but yeah, the imagery that we're getting here, there's like going to be some sort of huge space battle. It's like a bunch of the Resistance ships versus a lot of people have noticed Imperial era Star Destroyers.
Yep.
Which that shot looks cool.
Yep.
I'm like, this is going to be a big battle royale. Everything's looking visually incredible.
And I'm just glad that we're not going to end up with another, like, I hope to God we don't end up with another Death Star.
Like,
Defeat.
there was a big red beam.
Damn
No,
it.
I'm.
Don't they do it like once a trilogy? They're not gonna do it again, right?
No, they did it twice in
the original
trilogy. They did it in the first movie and the third movie.
Yeah,
So,
No,
going by that track record,
I
this is the
hope
one.
The
Here we go.
fuck not.
but I
Star Killer
see,
2.
the thing is, Abrams said that The Last Jedi really inspired him to go for what he wanted to do and not just what he feels like a Star Wars movie should do.
Which he should.
So hopefully it'll be different.
Like if the fans.
I mean, he already did the what Star Wars should do with Episode 7. I feel like
no,
now.
that's not. That was. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was the point. Yeah. he
Yeah,
did.
so I feel like now you have the right, like
Just
you
do
gave
whatever you
people
want. The
exactly what
fanboys
they
were
would have
mad,
wanted.
and this movie
so
still made money,
Now do whatever the heck you want, because
But
like,
like,
And that seems to be what his plan is. And a lot of people are saying that the ending is going to be ridiculous, incredible, phenomenal. Like Kevin Smith said that he wanted to go look at the. I don't know if he said he did look at the final set piece or if he didn't, because the final set piece apparently spoils the entire movie.
oh, okay.
And so I don't know if he said he saw it or not, but apparently everybody on set is like, it's gonna blow your mind when you see it.
Cool. Well,
And-
I'm excited.
Oh my gosh, I just there are not enough words in the dictionary.
You're so excited
to
about
explain
this.
my love of Star Wars. Star Wars was the movie that made me want to be a filmmaker. Like there are not enough words. That end shot of Rey with the
That's some
sa-
shit.
she's holding the
That's
saber
why I'm
and
not
just-
okay.
But the way that she flips it,
Yeah, I was
just
like, what kind of a Darth Maul?
I like that shot, but I
badassery?
have a really bad feeling that this is gonna be a
Bait and switch.
Breaking Dawn,
Call him it a
Breaking
Star Wars
Dawn
reference
situation.
without realizing it.
Oh, okay.
where it's like this is the really cool thing that you really want. Psych, it's a vision from the Emperor or something.
See, here's the
cool
thing, no.
battle where all the vampires fight. Psych, didn't happen.
I'm absolutely certain that that is a vision. It is a Force vision of some time, or it is Rey going up against her darker self the way that Luke Skywalker did in Empire Strikes Back. It's her trial.
Either
in the
way,
cave.
it looks badass, and I want to see it on screen,
It
and I
looks
hope she
awesome.
fights.
But the thing is that I'm saying, what I think is, Disney is being ballsy enough to put that in their trailer, in their teaser. Then what actually is in this film that is actually going to be surprising? Because that should be a surprise in and of itself. And if they're revealing it in the trailer, there's something else that's bigger than that in the film.
Fair.
But my other thing is, some people think that she's going to go dark. I don't believe that because I don't feel like we have enough time. We have one movie left. I think
Make it a 3-hour movie.
But if you are, it might be. But if
they did it with Avengers.
but if that's what's gonna happen, if she is gonna be dark, then I'm hoping that it's for the reason that I initially thought it was gonna be for when The Last Jedi came out. My theory was that she was going to go dark and she would finally bring balance to the Force because she has experienced the light and she has experienced the dark, and now she can bring both of them together and be both of them at once.
Maybe.
I feel
We
like
shall see. They keep trying to bring balance.
I
And
feel like that would be a lot to
why
pack
do we
into
gotta
one
bring
movie.
balance?
And that's why I don't think that's what's gonna happen.
Also, why do we have to bring balance to the
Because
Force?
that was the prophecy. And
because Disney's on that kick, perfectly balanced as all things should be. Obviously, they have to apply that to everything.
Because Gabby, there are good people on both sides. Da, 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 da.
Ooh, okay, that's
we're
a
not-
take.
I love
It's
you
not-
so
it's-
much. Let's move forward.
Is that not where we're taking it?
That's,
anyway, the point is I'm excited.
Yikes.
And it's my most anticipated movie of the year. I'm
goodness gracious.
hyped as hell. It's going to be the best.
Yeah, it's about to be good.
It's going to be the best thing in the world to me. It's also going to be a group flick. So
Yep.
What does that mean?
for the first time, we're actually going to have all of these characters together going on an adventure.
Oh, okay.
They've typically been separated in one way or another. Poe wasn't really part of the group in the 7th movie. The 8th movie, they were all separated by different things. This movie, they're actually all going to be on this adventure together.
That should be fun.
Yeah,
Speaking
because the
of
whole
fun-
last
Oh, we're
movie
not
we
done.
didn't see like Finn or Rey together.
Onward to Marvel. Just gonna keep saying onward, Colin. I'm sorry. Okay, so for the duration of this section, we have a lot of notes. Just let me finish the notes. You know how at the graduation they say hold your applause until the end, and,
Yep.
all,
That
the
never
black, and all the
happens.
black families ignore it. Don't be black
ooh,
families.
you're talking to the wrong crowd, my guy.
Okay,
I
let's
know.
go.
Cool. So I'm gonna read.
What's the first
notes,
piece
and then bam.
All of them?
No, not all together.
Okay.
One by one. All right.
Okay.
First, we're talking about Marvel, guys, so be ready. They are developing Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, and She-Hulk series for Disney Plus. All separate series, I believe, right?
Yes.
That makes sense. Let's go in. What are our
Oh my
thoughts?
God, Miss Marvel!
will
Yay!
never
Oh
stop
my God,
going in.
Miss Marvel. I will never stop going in. I love She-Hulk. I like Moon Knight. I think I like the idea of Moon Knight a lot. I haven't read a lot of Moon Knight.
I'm excited about Moon Knight because I've heard so much about. People have been
I'm very
excited about
excited.
the idea of a Moon Knight series since Daredevil started. Damn.
Yeah,
So-
Moon Knight is like when they really realized that like, oh, we can bring it to Netflix and just go ham. They're like, let's do Moon Knight.
Well, here's the thing though, they're not gonna go ham because
Yeah, but you don't
Then-
need to raise your hand.
yeah,
I
She
don't
does.
want to interrupt them.
like you can't do like a rated R Moon Knight because you're putting it on Disney Plus, and they've already announced that all their family or like PG-13 and under Disney Plus. Anything
it.
rated
That's
R, Hulu.
Really?
So they're not gonna be super rated R
Okay,
about it.
that's fine.
But
you know,
PG-13 you
it
can
up.
still do a lot.
Give it like a hard PG-13. Gabby, is your
not.
question who is Moon Knight?
Yes, please explain who that
Cool.
is.
His name is Mark Spector.
Mark Spector. He is what a lot of people call Marvel's ripoff of Batman.
Oh, okay, I understand.
I'm reading a Moon Knight series right now,
Yeah.
and I don't get that.
I don't think
vibe.
it's a
Maybe back
super
in the
fair-
day, maybe originally.
I don't think it's a super fair comparison. I get like, you know, he uses gadgets and he is the knight and he
Yeah,
beats
but
up
he's
people in the
not
dark.
a rich billionaire, and he
He has been.
he
rich.
actually seems to have some sort of psychological disorder.
He is mentally ill, and he either got his powers from an Egyptian god or he believes he did.
yeah.
So either way, there's
that's
some
like,
kind of ties to Egyptian mythology, which I'm about.
That's like
because
the
let's
point
see
of
that.
his character is that you don't know whether or not he's actually got a god talking to him,
Mm-hmm.
or if he thinks he's just crazy and he's hearing a god talk to him, but it's just his
Schizophrenia.
Yeah.
I think he has been described as schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Either way, I want to see it because
sounds
the
like
last
fun.
time they were like, "Oh, we do a crazy Marvel character." It was Legion, and I was like, "Ooh, that should be fun." But what they didn't tell us was like, "No, everything's crazy. He's crazy. The background is crazy. The dialogue's crazy. The setting is crazy. Everything's crazy." I was
Everything's
like, "This is too much. I can't handle it." So I think if Moon Knight can
You
focus
make
that crazy,
me want to watch Legion.
oh,
Do
have
you
fun.
know?
It's a fun time.
I would highly recommend the first season.
It's a fun time until you just can't handle anymore.
I can handle it after the first episode.
Ale loves
so.
it. She's like Aubrey Plaza,
It's
Legion,
wild.
Dan
Aubrey Plaza's
Stevens. I
amazing
live
in
I
that show.
dig it.
But moving on.
Colin, what are your thoughts on Miss Marvel though? Because you're the Marvel family. I don't even know what you would call that. Like,
Well, do you rock with Miss Marvel the way you rock with Captain Marvel?
I mean, I haven't read as much of her comic as I wanted to. Like, I read the first volume and I was about it.
Oh my God. Can I tell you something about the first volume that I have regrets over?
Okay.
Sure.
I used to frequent this comic book shop and they would set comics aside for me. And Miss Marvel was coming out and they're like, it's a brand new title. You love female centric comics. We'll get you the first print, the first round of prints, and we'll put it aside for you. And instead of saying, yes, put that aside for me, at least just the first copy, the first issue, I was like, I don't know. I'm spending too much money on comics right now. Maybe I'll get the second print.
I know that feeling.
And that comic is now worth over $100.
Ooh.
And I would have paid $4 for it.
Ooh.
And I'm bitter.
That's what happens.
Ooh.
Continue. And they offered it to me. They were like, Gabby, this is right up your alley.
You're making bad decisions.
This part of the podcast is brought to you by Gabby's bad life choices.
Regret.
Colin.
Huge amounts of regret.
Colin.
All right.
Colin, back to
Calm
you.
down. Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, like I don't know that much about her, but I like the idea, and it sounds like she could then make her way into the movies, which.
They said that most of the characters that will appear in the Disney series. The Disney
Okay,
Plus
here's
series
the
will
thing
be in
though.
the
Here's the
movies.
thing. Here's the thing.
They
That's
said that
cool.
about the
That's
Marvel
fine.
Netflix
That's
people.
great. Are you okay with this? Like personally? You, Demi, are you okay with this? After the 7 years
Yeah,
that
no,
you have had,
Of
that they
Agents of
haven't done
S.H.I.E.L.D.,
that.
Yeah. It's been, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed, but I'm happy that at least somebody's gonna end up on a
Hey,
TV show
better-
and the movies.
Better late than never, right?
Finally, somebody's gonna do it. Somebody's gonna make the leap.
Being balanced to the.
But to be fair,
MCU.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is now ending. So guys, if you guys just want to bring Quake into one of the movies just for fun, like if you want to bring her
Daisy
into a movie
Johnson.
with Ms. Marvel, which would work out because they're both Inhumans, that would be great. I'd love it.
Dope.
But yeah, She-Hulk.
Oh,
You said you
yes.
love She-Hulk.
Oh, remember
I
the
do.
dumpster fire that was Inhumans?
We don't talk about it. I
I'm
cried.
curious about that because, like, Ms. Marvel isn't Inhuman.
Yes.
What are we gonna do
Do
about
we
this?
use that word anymore?
Yeah, like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna be like,
We
nah,
used
she's
it on
not?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so...
Okay,
Yeah,
you know.
but Agents of
Maybe
S.H.I.E.L.D.
it's a
is its
TV
own
word.
thing, I feel like.
Look,
But then
Agents of
Disney
S.H.I.E.L.D. was
Plus
going
isn't
on when
TV,
everybody
so-
had a positive, like, connotation to Inhumans.
Before we move on, She-Hulk is dope. I'm very excited because I've been waiting for her since.
A lot of people have.
Yeah, like the Hulk came out and I was like, oh, cool. Where's She-Hulk at? Never happened.
Apparently, people thought that it was a Daredevil because of the art logo was happening.
Oh,
The
hunty.
Lady of Liberty popped up, and
Yeah.
it was on Lady of Liberty for so long. People thought it was Daredevil coming back, but it
Psych.
was just She-Hulk.
Oh.
Disney got a lot of lawyers in the game. But you know, She-Hulk's dope. I'm with it.
Moving on.
Moving on. WandaVision. We have some thoughts. We have some things. We have some notes. Gabby, wait.
Yes, sir.
All right. Randall Park. I love him. And Kat Dennings. She's cool too. Are returning to the MCU in WandaVision as their respective characters. Also, Catherine Hahn is going to be in the show as a nosy neighbor. I have some really excited thoughts about that. They showed a teaser. They described it as half classic sitcom and half MCU spectacular, because of course they did. And there's a poster. It looks... We have some thoughts on how it looks. We have some different thoughts. Colin and I are unsettled by it because it inherently evokes the 50s, and we are
It's
inherently
also like,
unsettled
because
by
the
the 50s.
thing about that
Oh,
poster, right,
goodness
is what it tells me.
gracious.
I'm assuming that how this series is going to go is that Wanda is sad, and Wanda's like, I want to be with Vision, so I'm going to create a world because I can do that, or maybe she can't in the MCU. I don't know what she can do in the MCU except make red things happen. Anyway, she's going to like make the ideal world where she can be with Vision and have a happy family and this, that. And of course it's going to be the 50s because Disney executives are probably white and don't understand why that'd be creepy.
I don't
But-
think that's what's happening
Or
at
how
all.
that it would be unsettling.
Especially
for
because this
people
show
who aren't
is
white.
supposed to lead into the multiverse of madness.
Are you saying you don't think that she's creating...
What?
Like,
So she's going
Yeah,
into
world?
I
another
don't think she's
world
creating
where
a
it's the
world.
50s and she can be with Vision? I think that
And
I
might
don't
be
think
worse.
this show is
This
taking place in the
poster.
50s at all.
I honestly
No,
doubt
we're not
it would.
saying that. We're saying she's
No,
gonna.
no, that's what Colin is saying.
No, Colin's saying that
No,
like, the
Colin.
world she's going to make is going to be like 50s.
Yeah, look
Themed.
at this.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's the inspiration of the show. It's a concept art from like, I think it's done by Andy Park, which by the way, love him. He does a lot of the concept art for the Marvel movies and they're always really, really great.
Nice.
But yeah, a lot of their big inspirations were shows like Dick Van Dyke and I Love Lucy and stuff like that. So
I have never watched any of those.
I have. I liked I Love Lucy
I used to watch I Love Lucy
on Channel
a
11
lot,
after school.
all the time as a kid.
You kind of shows that go on TV land.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the thing is
Exactly.
I never watched those shows because as far as I was concerned, they were the old people shows.
Yeah, you've never
and
been
I wasn't going to
68
touch
years old.
them.
Okay, here's the thing. Those shows were
And I never
hilarious.
will.
They were, oh my goodness.
I
Love
used to
Lucy.
watch them, and I didn't realize for the longest time because I was dumb as a child that it was an old show. I thought they just decided to do a show in black
You
and
know,
white.
I Love Lucy is just amazing. And if you're trying to pull inspiration from shows like I Love Lucy, then by all means, please be as funny as I Love Lucy is because it's great. If you're going to take tropes like that, that's fine. That just because it's a show that is inspired from shows from the 50s doesn't mean that it's inherently going to be racist.
Yeah, I don't think the show will be racist.
It's not
they know better
even
than
that.
that.
I just
think-
don't like the 50s
I understand.
aesthetic.
I understand their. Oh, I love
Like
the
it
50s.
And
bothers
I
me.
love that too. So I'm fine with it.
I just have an inherent...
Yeah, I
unsettled-
understand.
like, I just...
why it's unsettling.
He has
to
an
It makes me
you.
inherent
nervous.
unsettlement that I don't have. So
Yeah, that's fair. I
Um,
understand where Dallas is
I
coming
really
from.
love the concept art. I like that it pulls from their actual influences to give you an idea of what they're going for with this show, what the vibe is supposed to be. And I love the shadows and the background of their comic book.
I just
That's
want
dope.
costumes.
I like that a lot.
You know what I want from WandaVision is a clip, just so I know what I'm signing up for.
And I think
That's fair.
I think they showed one at, I want to say
Yeah,
they
it
showed
sounds
one at
like they
D23.
showed actual footage
They
or
did.
something.
Actually, they
Okay.
did because they said that there was a lot of Dick Van Dyke clips thrown into the teaser as well. And a lot of people were like, what in the world? What does this have to do anything with this show? And it's because they're going for that sitcom vibe. I'm excited because
That's weird. Then what the heck?
This
are
makes
they
me more
doing?
excited about the show because this means that the show is going to be something different.
It just makes me confused. Like, how are you going to take Scarlet Witch and her stuff? Like, she's super powerful, and you're going to make a sitcom with it? That's what I'm
You
like.
can be in a sitcom.
No,
if
I
you're
know.
proud.
I'm just like, this is wild. I don't know what this is, and I'm confused, and I would like to see
That's
what.
what's-
Like, I don't understand your thought process here, so I would like to see it so that I can understand.
And Paul
it.
Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen said that they both also were kind of confused at first until Kevin Feige explained to them what the idea of the show was, and both of them were very excited.
So it
once he
literally took
explained it.
Kevin Feige to explain it for somebody to get it.
All of these are basically Kevin Feige's brainchild. Let's be honest here.
I mean, yeah.
You remember the scene
I'm gonna
when
look for
Vision
it,
is cooking and she's talking about paprikash?
but- Paprikash.
Yeah, it's that probably.
Oh.
But, funnier.
Oh gosh.
It's literally
Is there
the
gonna be a
in-
laugh track?
It's The Incredibles, but
don't know.
WandaVision.
Are
That'd be
you
fun.
sure?
Except,
We don't know. Maybe.
nah, because we don't have like a family dynamic and all of that. Like, it's,
Well, we don't have that yet, but the point is that The Incredibles draws from that old 50s aesthetic anyway.
And Disney loved that stuff because when you walk around like Disneyland, that's when.
I mean, that's when the park was basically created.
Yeah. in
Before
the
you move on,
50s.
Yeah.
I just want to say,
Catherine Hahn.
oh my God, Catherine Hahn. Since Spider-Verse came out, Catherine Hahn's been one of my favorite people. And I just want her to be Liv. Like, not the same character, obviously, for, Sony and Marvel reasons. But I just want her to act exactly like Liv, but just as a neighbor.
As a nosy neighbor.
Like, I want her
Trying to figure out what Wanda's doing
to
all the
talk
time.
like Liv and behave the mannerisms. I want all of that. I just want her Spider-Verse
Catherine
character.
Hahn was, she hypnotized Daniel Kaluuya, right?
No.
In Get Out.
Nope.
No. Is
Different
she
person.
from The Proposal?
She's in
know.
Step Brothers.
She's from The Proposal.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, she's in
Okay.
Parks and Rec too.
Also, I'm excited about Kat Dennings coming back because I never thought Darcy was ever going to come back ever. And I like
Darcy.
I know a lot of people think that Darcy's annoying, but
No,
like,
I loved her.
So-
She was delightful.
I like
she
her
was
because
all of
she's-
us
yeah.
next to Chris Hemsworth.
I like Darcy. Darcy's fun.
She
There's nothing wrong with that.
she didn't make me feel bad for thirsting for Chris Hemsworth as hard as the rest of the world was thirsting for
Somebody
him.
had to do it.
I find her super annoying, but that also might be because she's in what I think is the worst MCU movie.
Oh,
Dark
yeah,
World.
that's not fair.
Yeah.
But also, she was the most annoying part of it. Moving on. Another TV show. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Wyatt Russell joins the Falcon and the Winter Soldier as John Walker. What a name. And Sharon Carter's back as Sharon Carter, because, you know, she's Sharon Carter.
Emily Van Camp.
Yes.
Oh,
Sharon
she's
Carter.
not in The Proposal.
Goodness, guys. Keep up, please.
Sorry.
New topic.
Continue.
All right, so Falcon and Winter Soldier, they got a show. John Walker is from the comics. He's, you know, one of the U.S. agent, patriot-y type guys, you know.
But I
the
mean,
show's full of that.
his name is literally U.S. Agent. That is literally his alias.
That's so boring. Whoever thought of
It's
that
so
needs to be
American.
smacked upside the
Murdered.
head.
I like their dynamic in the movies, like the kind of couple thing that they have.
So Winter Soldier and the Falcon, you mean?
Yes. So,
I was like, he hasn't shown up in the movies. What?
well, not him. I don't care about John.
Who's playing him?
I'm actually a Wyatt
Wyatt
Russell.
Russell.
If you've seen Black Mirror, he's in Playtest.
Oh, that guy.
He's that guy.
Okay.
Kurt Russell's son, I believe.
What? That makes sense. He would have a son named Wyatt.
Yeah.
Wyatt Earp.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Just Sebastian and Sam just have Sebastian and Anthony just have a really good
Yes.
chemistry together, even when they're not on screen. So
Yeah, they're great. So,
So his
interviews
character's
are-
name is U.S. Agent?
that's his
U.S.
his-
agent.
Yeah.
What's
well,
his name?
John
John Walker.
Oh, okay.
You said all this information.
He's also in the
You gotta
comics.
pay
he's
attention.
in the comics, he's previously taken on the mantles of Super Patriot
Oh, boy, that's
And-
Oh,
What?
gosh.
and Captain America.
I
But
don't-
It's interesting.
I
that,
don't want
Nope.
like
I don't
wait,
want a
I
super
don't
patriot.
I don't want like I don't know what he looks like.
he
but
looks like
That
dark
stresses me
Captain
out.
America. He looks like edgy Captain America.
That sounds stressful.
is he a
No.
white man?
Yes.
yes.
I don't
Mr.
want
Russell's son.
super patriot.
Feels
I don't-
like a red hat wearer.
Yeah, no. So U.S. Agent, as the character U.S. Agent, he wears a variation of Captain America's uniform, and it looks like it's like either really, really dark navy or it's black. And he also uses a vibranium disc similar to Cap's, and he has similar abilities to Captain America in the comics.
Why not?
Why not?
He's like if
Which is-
Deadshot
it's
and
interesting-
Captain America had a baby.
Well, it's interesting though because that is not the picture. No, that's not what he.
Ooh, they're not going with
addressed
that.
They're not going with that. In the comics though, it's funny because he trashes Captain America.
Like he beats him up?
No, like I mean, yes, at one point, but he also talks mad
Shit.
crap
Oh,
about it.
so that should be
Sounds
fun.
like I said.
Um,
what it sounds like.
But yeah, I'm excited. I am so happy that Sharon Carter is back because Sharon.
Yeah, you like her a lot.
It's not even that I like her a lot. I'm just mad that like comic book Sharon Carter is so awesome, and they wasted her in the movies. So it's like finally give
Yeah.
Sharon Carter her due.
So that she can make out with her uncle.
We don't need.
You watch Game of Thrones. Shut up.
No, this is a totally different thing because that was never supposed to be a thing.
That's true. But I mean,
Continue.
like, never mind. Let's not get into the
Moving on.
incest conversation
Let's not do that.
since you're
Um,
Daenerys' biggest fan.
Move forward.
Moving on.
Moving on.
We don't like talking about that part either.
You're a fan of Daenerys. Speaking of things that Demi is a fan of, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
Final season.
Final season. Which
Do any of the rest of us
Also-
watch that?
No.
we
Got it.
Also, worst timing ever for a panel because it was literally at the same time as the Disney film panel.
Oh.
Oh, those poor people. No
Joy.
one went. No one went to the agents.
I mean, like, I think people went, but like, so it's the worst timing ever.
Yeah, that's a weird.
Yeah,
planning.
they released a teaser for season 7, which was literally a clip from the upcoming season.
Mm-hmm.
It looks interesting. It's supposed to, I think the clip takes place in like the 30s or the 40s. and it's the chromocoms coming in and starting to take over our world. That's about it. And then it was just like next season, final season, all that stuff, just trying to build up tension and hype and stuff like that. I mean, there wasn't really in that clip that really made me go, yeah, I'm hyped up. But like, I'm hyped up because it's season 7 and it's going to be the final season.
Over.
But there was nothing in that teaser to make me be like, oh yeah, I'm super excited, because it was nothing that I actually am super excited about.
Cool.
Luke Bain was in it, and he is on Shadowhunter season 3, which I still haven't watched yet. So, whatever. I'm looking forward to it regardless of the teaser that they put out. I'm probably just as excited as I was before the teaser came out.
Fair. Onward.
To the thing I'm excited about, but we don't really have any information. Black Panther 2.
Woo.
Basically, it's happening. And it comes out May 6th.
I mean, we knew it was
2022.
happening.
Yeah, this isn't really an announcement.
I mean, the release date.
They gave the release date. So here's the thing. I have a friend, schoolmate, who went to D23.
I was reading all of his tweets as of.
Okay, so you saw what he said. Did you see what he said about the Black Panther?
I got a lot of information from him, actually. Shout out to Andrew Salazar.
What did he say?
Andrew from Geeks of Color. He's dope. Yeah. We're going to say this as it's on his Twitter. And, if this gets weirdly copyrightable, we'll just delete it. So he had to post D23 thought. And he said it didn't feel like Feige was ready to announce Black Panther 2 because it felt like Disney hit him up like, yo, you gave everything away at Comic-Con. Do you have anything left for us? So he said it felt awkward because he and Coogler were on stage, and he was like, can we reveal the real title or the villain or how it begins? Coogler was like, nope. So they were like, yeah, let's give him something. So they gave us a release date.
Yeah. To be fair, Coogler is also just a shy guy, so he doesn't seem like he's into those type of events anyway.
Yeah.
But it was revealed that he has finished writing a treatment of the film, which definitely means that script writing is either about to take place or has literally just begun.
I'm excited.
I'm always going to be excited about a Black Panther movie.
Oh yeah, it's already my most anticipated movie of 2022. I have no idea what's coming up.
It upsets me that Marvel gave me one movie that I'm actually excited about, and it's not until 2022.
2022.
That's so far away.
We'll just keep not caring for another few years, and then, your
You'll
time
be
will
fine.
come.
Yep. Next piece of Marvel movie news.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot for that because, they didn't have a lot for that.
Kit Harington is reuniting.
Stop it.
With Richard Madden.
This is Dallas' section. Let
sorry.
the man live.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm not as excited about it as she is. Gemma Chan, again, and Kit Harington.
Ooh, you're missing one.
Yeah, I know. And how do you say this man's name?
I believe it's Barry Keoghan.
Cool, that's why I didn't start with him.
Keoghan.
Join the Eternals as Druig. That's Barry.
Character.
Cersei, that's Gemma. And Dane Whitman.
Which is Kit's character.
That's Kit. Gemma is going to be the lead of the movie. She's said to be the lead of the movie.
Yeah. I don't know if that was said during the panel or if that's just something that people are now speculating about the film. But a lot of people are saying that she's going to be the lead, even though it's an ensemble. But, you always got that one person who is like
stands out a
little bit more.
Which is interesting. Okay, first off, do you want me to go into like the character descriptions or?
Yes, you can, because I have a theory as to why she's in particular is the lead, if that's actually factual.
Okay, dope. So Druig is Icarus. Is that just how they spell Icarus? Cool. Icarus' cousin and is a power-hungry schemer.
Icarus is being played by Richard Madden,
who's being reunited with Kit Harington. They were on Game of Thrones together. Woo!
Cersei is one of the younger Eternals. Her skill set lies in her transmutation abilities, which she has passed off as magic or illusions. She's also been an Avenger in the comics, because who hasn't? Dane Whitman is Black Knight. He's not a black man, but he's Black Knight. A hero in the comics whose mantle has been passed through his family since the time of King Arthur. Old British people.
It works that they're both British then.
It does. Woo. It does. And he's Cersei's chosen life mate. This is in the comics. We don't know about.
Her Josen.
Yeah. Sure. I skip words I don't know how to say.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. Also, someone's gay.
Icarus is said to be the gay character in the movie.
Oh, got it.
That is the one that we are speculating at this moment.
And Richard Madden has played a gay character before.
People are also speculating that he himself might be gay.
So. Oh, okay. Well, or bi, because he's
50s?
publicly dated actresses before.
Yeah, so. But also because he's lately been seen out with men and wearing matching necklaces with men.
That is so cute.
Just guys being dudes.
Just
dudes being pals.
We're not going to get into personal lives of celebrities and their gossip.
And who they get into.
Anyway, my theory...
Yes.
My theory is If Gemma Chan is said to be the lead, my theory is that it is because Dane Whitman is going to be our connection to the human world. And if he's her lover, then yeah, it makes sense that she's the one that's connecting both the Eternals and the humans.
Got it.
Because she's in love with a human. So it would make sense that she would be the lead of the film.
Cute.
It's interesting that she is the last Eternal to, well, Barry is also, but she's like the last one to like really be announced, and if she's the lead of the film.
Well, maybe because she's the lead, she took a little bit longer to actually cast.
Or they were just like, should we cast her? She was in Captain Marvel just this year.
She just did a movie.
It also might be the kind of thing where they're banking on the vast majority of people not knowing who these people are, not knowing who the lead is. So who cares in what order they announce the casting? Like, you don't know what it means.
Pulling off a Guardians of the Galaxy, except with more notable people because they have Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek.
That's the thing. Is like you have Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek. And Gemma Chan is the lead. I was like, what? I thought it was definitely one of those two.
Which is funny, yeah. Some people were just like, wait, so what did you get Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek to do?
Yeah, what are they going to be doing? But then again, they got Sigourney Weaver for the TV show. And she did nothing.
Did not
It's also an ensemble, so, you hope that there will be equal time amongst all of them except for Gemma Chan because she'll be the lead actress.
Doubt that's going to happen, but let's hope. Let's hope. Question for the table.
Yes.
Would it be better or worse to have a black actor play the character named Black Knight?
I don't know. And this
Are we going to have like a Power Ranger situation here?
Listen, I created a superhero with the word black
Thunder,
in his,
right?
No, I'm not going to say the name on this podcast because it's my idea and I don't want anybody to steal it. But
and he's black.
And he's black. So like,
they have
Black
a
Lightning
superhero named Black Panther right now.
But he's also black.
Black Manta's
black.
We're
getting to the point where it's just like, so are we going to name all? But Black Canary is now black.
Ooh. But also just like Black Knight also just makes you think of Martin Lawrence.
Ooh, yeah. Good point.
I gotta say, I love that movie.
That is a great movie.
We should have just cast Martin Lawrence. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, get it together, Disney.
Opportunity.
Get it together.
Listen, I said it in the Comic-Con podcast. I'm excited for whatever this movie is going to be because it's not anything that we've seen before. And there's something to be excited.
That we think. We'll see.
Well, there's something to be said about a comic book that's being adapted that nobody knows. Less people know about the Eternals that knew about
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Even less people know about this.
Wow.
So there's not as much pressure on Marvel to make something that has to live up to like everybody's expectations. They're literally like, we can make whatever we want because I don't know
it's gonna make money.
Y'all gonna watch it and
y'all watched a movie about a talking tree and a talking raccoon, and now we can make whatever we want.
They also released a picture of all of them in their costumes.
That's
true. A lot of people were ragging on their costumes, but I really like their costumes.
I thought they were fine.
I think they're interesting looking. I think it's just because they don't look like any other MCU costumes because they're all
also I think because they look
cool.
super animated. Like these are not pictures of them in their costumes.
It could be concept art, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it is concept art.
It might not be a real... I don't think they've started filming yet, so it most likely is
so I
just
think that's
art.
what it is. That's also why people might be ragging on it, because it's like, this looks hella fake, and it's like, duh, Becky, it is.
I think the fakest one to me is Brian Tyree Henry.
Really? To me, it's Kumail Nanjiani.
Him too. I looked at both of them, and I'm like...
I was like, that is not Kumail's body.
Yo, he's getting ripped, bro.
He is, though. I love Kumail Nanjiani.
His biceps, bro. I was like, all right.
Dude, I saw Kumail Nanjiani, and what's the name of that show? Silicon Valley, and I was like, this dude's great.
Oh, I am also really excited because Dane Whitman carries around a sword that apparently looks like a lightsaber.
Yes! Get it, kid. Get it.
Like, I'm like, his sword looks like a lightsaber. How am I not supposed to be excited about this? Like, it
looks exciting. I'm feeling like a Guardians of the Galaxy mode where we're gonna get something kind of different, but I also feel like, Disney's gonna find a way to make it universal, and we've probably seen something like this before, but I like the cast.
Shout out to obscure characters. Shout out to Dane Whiteman.
Moving
on. Yes.
All right, so last thing that I want to say about the Eternals, though. Somebody described... Jim is playing Cersei, like we said before. Somebody described her character as beautiful, sensual, and powerful. A free spirit capable of warm generosity or wicked mischief. And the fact that Gemma Chan gets to play any of that is exciting to me, but also reminded me... The first time I ever saw Gemma Chan was on a show called Secret Diary of a Call Girl.
It's just Diary of a Call Girl.
Is it Diary of a Call Girl?
Not the one with the rose?
Yes.
Yeah.
With Billie Piper. It is just that. You're right. Okay. First time I saw her was on that as a dom.
Ooh.
And I was like...
All right, my mic's on.
Irene Adler vibes.
She was also in Sherlock. She was in like the first or the second episode of Sherlock. She's been in a lot of stuff, and now she's finally going to get her notice, and I'm excited.
When you say a dom? Sorry.
Yes, exactly what you're thinking.
She was like,
Yep.
There was a scene. There's a scene where she teaches Lily James how to use a whip.
Yes, I
what's the
need
show
that.
called?
Diary of a Call Girl.
I'm gonna go watch that one.
And I think you can find every episode on YouTube.
Yes.
What? Okay.
Why did you
Wait,
tell
what
us
channel
this?
was it on?
BBC. It was an English show.
Oh, they'd be wilding out, though.
What? Oh, they do that in Europe.
Yeah.
They're not as puritanical as this sad place.
So-
Oh, y'all
that
want
we
some
live.
titties? Here you go. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Welcome home for school, kids.
Anyway, it reminded me that I've seen Gemma do all of these things in separate
Before.
roles, and now I get to see her do like
Try
all
it
of
in one.
person.
Except this is a family movie.
yeah, we're not gonna go there.
So,
Well, it's sensual, not sexual. So
Yo, if she's not a dom, I'm walking up. So
if she's not whipping some men
But yeah,
and telling them that they've been bad boys.
she gonna whip Kuma
I
out.
think that
Stay away from Kumail.
It's gonna get weird.
Stay away from Kumi.
weird. Dallas is passing
last part.
on the next topic to me because I'm the one who's most excited about it. This Black Widow section is also going to be a lot of me monologuing.
True.
Yeah. Also, Colin's still here, guys, in case you're wondering. He hasn't gotten anywhere yet.
The Black Widow cast was a little bit too busy filming in order to come to D23, which is weird because I thought they had finished filming. So I don't know if they're doing reshoots or maybe, I don't know,
reshoots.
shooting a post-credit scene that has to do with a spaceship. But there was footage shown at D23. It was mostly the same stuff that they showed at SDCC, none of which any of the public have seen. So
The
thanks
rest
for
of us
that.
peasants.
The rest of us peasants
still
can't
waiting.
watch it, and I'm sad about it. They had some new footage of David Harbour as Red Guardian, like actually in the Red Guardian costume, which is dope. Nat in her white costume, in the white version of the Black Widow uniform, and I love it so much. They even had it. They had the costume out on display for people to see, and I was just like, that's amazing. And there was a D23 exclusive poster and concept art. The concept art is her in the white costume, which, oh my gosh, literally, if you just look up Black Widow, I'm sure you can find a comic cover of her in the white uniform somewhere.
Yep.
And it's a really awesome cover, and it's a really cool costume. And I also really love the concept art of her in the costume. And then the poster was done by Andy Park, again, the same guy who did the WandaVision one. And I'm super excited because I really love the composition of the poster. It's like Black Widow in the center of the poster, and like to the right of the poster is Red Guardian and Rachel Weisz's character. And then on the left is Yelena Belova, played by Florence Pugh.
Yep.
And several other girls who look like they are going to be other Black Widows. And then above her in the Black Widow symbol is Taskmaster.
It's a dope poster.
Yeah, it's a dope poster. It's
Some
really
floating
cool.
heads, but so good.
Kind of floating heads, yeah.
These
But
are mostly, they got torsos too.
it's a great poster, and I really love it. The composition is really good. It's unlike any Marvel poster that we've ever seen, in my opinion, because most of them don't do that stylistic type of thing with it being painted. It is a painted poster.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
it looks more like a comic book than it looks like a movie.
Yeah,
Speaking
it
of
does.
comic books, I'm a little disappointed in, from what I can see, is Taskmaster's look, because they didn't go like full on skeleton face, which, you know, could potentially look ridiculous. I see why they didn't. And he has like the visor thing, but he does look dope from what I can tell here. I'm just like, you know,
From this painting.
yeah, I'm just like, yo, go all out with it. But I'm excited to see him fight.
Red Guardian is also in his costume on the poster. So that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
he looks like a luchador.
And
He does.
apparently it's very comic accurate without looking goofy, according to people who saw the footage.
Vamos a ver.
I mean, he looks like if Captain America was a luchador.
Was
He has
right.
a star on his chest and everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point, too, because Red Guardian is supposed to be the Russian version of it's the Russians' answer to Captain America.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, I'm
We
excited.
got one,
man.
too.
Gosh, man. Black Widow is just... It's up there with Star Wars for me. Like, I just... in excitement level.
Yeah.
I'm, like... But that's because I've waited 10 years for it to happen.
Yeah, they should have done this a while ago. We're just gonna say that again.
Especially since this movie is supposed to take place after Civil War. You should have just made it after Civil War,
After
which
Civil
is what
War?
I thought you should have done in the first place. I always said after Civil War. When I finished watching Civil War, I was like, so where's the Black Widow movie at where she's just on the run from the government because she's definitely a fugitive now. And that's the movie we're finally getting.
Yeah, that's weird because when they announced this, I thought it was going to be pre-Avengers, pre-everything.
Yeah,
I was going to be
I
like
thought
back
it
when
was-
she was, you know,
No, it's
in
post.
Russia and all
It's
that.
post Civil
Watch
War.
Chris
Because it's
Evans
like-
be in this one.
Why?
But also, either the day of D23 or the day before, there were set photos that were released, and it's apparently Natasha by a spaceship. And according to Endgame, Nat's never been in space. So Don't know
Oh,
what's
wow, that's
going on
confusing.
there, but I'm excited to know what we're doing here. I wish that they would release the footage to the public because I really, really want to see it.
Yeah.
I have friends who have seen it because they went to D23, and it's actually the person who is probably a bigger Black Widow fan than I am, arguably. Share our podcast so that we can get press passes to go to these things and like.
And so I can ultimately reach my goal of just having a show where I walk around and talk about nothing and people pay me for it. Trying to get this Goldblum money.
Let's go. But that's the end of it. That's everything Disney. I mean, it's not everything D23 had to offer. There
Yeah.
was stuff about Disney parks and stuff like that. But, we're a movie and a TV channel.
True,
so
and I can't afford none of that anyway.
these are all the things that we love and enjoy.
True.
Listen, I want to go to the Star Wars resort that they're opening up in Orlando, and I definitely can't afford it.
I was gonna say, do you have Star Wars Resort
Do
money?
I have $3,000 to spend for 2 nights? No, I don't, and that's just on the resort.
2 nights?
Yeah, it's a weekend experience thing.
Hell to the no.
It is $3,300 or just over $1,000 per person per day for a one person cabin, and it is $7,200 or $480 per person per day for 5 people for 2 nights, 3 day stay. I don't have that money.
When does it open?
One
What
day I
the
will.
hell? I can live in an apartment for months with that money.
One day I will go when I
Goodness
have the
gracious.
money to do it.
When does it open?
I actually don't know if they announced it. They might have. I might have missed it. But I can't afford it, so it doesn't matter when it opens because I'm not going to go for years.
Too much money.
All right, y'all. It's been real. This has been Disney 23. Anybody call it that? Disney
Why
23?
do they
I
call it
almost did several
D23?
Yeah.
I think 1923 was the year that Walt Disney discovered Disney.
Every single thing at Disney has some sort of historical to Disney meaning.
They old, yeah.
Yeah. Like nothing has a half-assed name.
Yeah, 1923 was the year that Walt Disney founded the company.
Got it. That makes sense. So let us know what you're most excited about in the comments. You can find me, Gabby, on Instagram at Stegosaurus.
You can find me on Twitter at Duck McGuck.
You can find me on Twitter at a king named Simba. Come get me, Disney.
And you can find me at Dreamy Films, spelled Dreemi on Twitter and Instagram.
Yep, you can find us all as a collective, as a team, on Twitter at y'all_different. You can find us on Tumblr at Creative Differences Podcast. You can find us on Facebook. Just search for Creative Differences. You know, the whole thing. Also, as always, shout out to Crown Digital, Brandon, and Io for putting us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Because we know y'all don't want to be having YouTube open on your phone for like an hour and a half. It's fine. We get it. We get it. All right, y'all. It's been different.
Bye.
Disney Doms.
Oh, goodness gracious.